Good evening, and welcome to Blackwater, good friends telling spooky, emotional stories. We're doing ink. It's about death and stuff, and I'm glad you're here.
Nice.
Thanks, Sean.
I don't know what to do with this lower energy introduction.
No, you're doing
I'm
so
pent
good.
up.
You're pent up?
I gotta let this dog out of the cage is what I'm trying to say. I got this cool leash on me.
You're pent up and you got a leash on?
Damn.
Whoa, dude. You might be sending the wrong message.
I believe that art is meant to be interpreted by the audience. So.
Yeah, somebody.
I am going to take that as the opportunity to move into announcements. I am going to acknowledge that tonight we are streaming from the traditional, ancestral, and unceded territories of the Coast Salish, Stolo, Semiahmoo, Kwantlen, Tsawwassen, and Musqueam First Nations. While we dive into the ink and the seas below and beyond, we are honored to live, work, and ultimately play on these lands this evening. This is the final of a 4-part miniseries using the ink system by Snowbright Studios. I don't know how I'm going to wrap up this entire campaign. Usually, set miniseries with a set number of episodes are not how I do things. Usually 5 episodes turns into 25, whatever. Get in the comments about it. But I'm very excited that we've done this. I'm a huge thank you to Snowbright Studios, the creators of this beautiful, wonderful game. I'm so proud of it. We will be doing a giveaway for 2 copies of the ink book. And if you want to get in on that, we will have instructions in our Discord as of tomorrow morning on how to get yourself one of these copies and get involved in the giveaway. They are signed by the cast. We've all signed the little blue booristas in the back, but I will be keeping my copy because it is my copy. Yeah. I also want to say a huge thank you to the folks over at Bookwyrm Games for sponsoring the series. Michael, the proprietor, is such a dear friend, and I'm so grateful to him in so many different facets. So thank you so much for sponsoring this wonderful, wonderful show. And as the name suggests, this show ties into our Godkiller canon, directly into Balance and Oblivion, with many a clue for Endymion, which will be our next Godkiller series dropping in the middle of next year, as well as Ash, which will likely be a show for 2027. You can find Oblivion and Balance on YouTube as well as on our podcast feed. And this series will be on YouTube, and I will also be editing it for podcast and scoring it as well. And it will get up on podcast whenever I get to it.
When it gets there.
When it gets there, let me get off my back. I want to say a huge thank you to Chantel in the booth this evening. The booth used to be in a different room, and now it's behind us. So anytime you hear a laugh,
right there.
Chantel's right there. They are looking over. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, we gotta set up like an ambient mic over Chantel so that the booth laughs come through.
We gotta
real
get
clear.
like you know what we gotta get is a webcam that
Cuts to Chantel.
We can put like in the corner. Chantel can like cue in the corner when they want to be on the screen.
That's kind of nice. I like that.
GoPro right on the head.
Chantel's like, I'd rather not.
Chantel's like, no thanks. Gonna be in their little booth space that is so warm and cozy back there.
You know what it is? Wait. You know what it is? It's not a GoPro. It's one of those performance capture cameras that like is like right.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like the ones on a headband.
Yes.
It's like,
a 360 cam on their forehead.
Please don't put the dots on today. They're so unnecessary.
It's just so much overkill, Chantel. Finally, I want to say a huge thank you to everyone, both here and as well as at the Cascadia Tabletop Collective. More about this in the new year, but we have a brand new studio space we are in right now. I am so grateful the fact that we can continue making stuff in studio in a way that is accessible to us. I want to say a huge thank you to the folks who have gifted stuff to us. These backdrops, we have some lights that have been gifted to us, both the fairy lights and some beautiful new Philips Hue lights that we have. One of our viewers, Jay Kantz, gifted us 7 of them. So thank you so much for that. They're amazing and lovely. If you too would like to help us with our studio space, you can type !throne in the chat, and there's a bunch of stuff up there. One of the big things we're looking at next is a remote control for the lights, as well as dimmer switches and a box that Chantel can control the lights, or the DM can control the lights up here as well.
You got John.
If you would like to continue support us in the content realm, you can head over to Yanis. Where can people go if they want to support us and get more behind-the-scenes content from us?
You can go to Patreon.
Yeah.
.com/BlackwaterDnD to find all things bonus and
Yes.
extra. We do Chat Water, which we record immediately after this show, where we talk about the things that we just filmed. We do one free a month, so you can go there, sign up for the Patreon at the free level. You'll get to see one of those a month. And then if you want to support us, you'll get access to that, the extra Chat Waters, as well as Lore Gems with M, as well as bonus content. We have like a huge backlog of bonus Godkiller content, bonus
Afterlife
main
content.
campaign, Afterlife content. So there's a ton of stuff on there. There's a great Discord community that you can get to be part of, which is, I think, honestly, on our Discord, that is the channel that I think is the most active.
Yes.
So like if you're on our Discord, you got to join the Patreon and get in that special Patreon one, because it's hopping.
And you can get on the Discord, I believe, at the $5 tier. So all tiers, all paid tiers, have access to the Discord as well, not just the upper tiers.
So it's a great place to be, good place to hang out, good way to support us, you know, outside of this, because, you know, Twitch, all those places, they're great, but
Are they?
Patreon's better.
Patreon's better.
Patreon's better.
Yes.
So yeah, that's you know, if it's between a sub on there and supporting us on Patreon, we always
There's just
encourage it.
way more cooler
more
stuff on
stuff.
Patreon. Thanks, Yanis.
No problem.
There will be a chat water for this one as a wrap up for the series that will drop on Wednesday, and a little bit of programming, as well as our next episode of Afterlight. Episode 3, Mosaic, drops on Friday. So thank you all so much for the love on the show, Afterlight. It's just been such a beautiful series to make. We recorded our final session.
Oh, yes, we did.
Oh yes, we did a couple nights ago, and it was a doozy. Sean.
Feel like feelings and unbelievable sound design.
Yes.
Oh, Afterlight's for you.
Afterlight is for you. We will be doing a talk back for Afterlight, but that'll probably be early next year once all of the episodes are out. So if you have any questions about that, come pop them in our Discord or on Patreon. The episodes are up there in their entirety with transcript, as well as wherever pods are cast, and will be dropping on YouTube likely in the new year. As well, if you're on Patreon, we also dropped the first of 2 session zeros for Afterlight on Patreon. One talking about some character creation and some stuff about the world and our lines and veils. Really important for us in a series that is a horror series to do that. So we wanted to show you what all that was like. So there's like, I think the first session 0 is an hour, and the second one, which will be dropping in 2 weeks from now, is another half an hour talking more about mechanics and building our characters mechanically. So yeah, that is it. So without further ado, for the last time, leave your life behind. There is nothing left for you there. There is only the ink. Chantel, roll the clip. All things die. But does that mean all things must come to an end? When faced with inevitability, the confluence of fate or the manifestation of destiny, Ultimately, we ask ourselves one question. Do I have free will? Or is this part of a grander design that I am an infinitesimal speck in the larger cosmos, and I have absolutely no chance of changing anything? Can I act in accordance with the way I wish to shape the world, or am I simply here to go with the flow of something much bigger than myself? When the core fabric of the multiverse, the weave itself, has been altered so that a failure to thrive was written into its threads, how do we make our mark on the world? While the gods play at their machinations, larger and wider than anything comprehensible by one mortal alone, how do we become bigger than ourselves? What is our legacy in a world that's already had its end choreographed and played out amongst the stars? What do we do in a space between what has happened and what we know will happen? As ever, as above, so below. So, you have broached the edge of the water here on the mantis, surrounding a small domicile on a center spit in a larger lake that we're not quite sure what the water holds. The plinths have begun to glow with red light that fills the space. You see large ripples coming out from under the water, emanating right from below the domicile that begin to rocket towards you. Something very large surges out of the water, rising up on 4 of what you can see to be an 8 total of long tentacles. You see a large, bulbous, transparent head rise up, a skull inside in this transparent shell shape, circular, kind of bulbous center that sits atop these tentacles, with an elongated at the back and a mouth that is grinning insidiously inside it. A large savage beak opens at the juncture at the base of the tentacles, and you see 3 vertical eyes staring out at you as it moves towards you, the remaining arms flailing around and pushing itself forward. So, we are about to enter combat.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, bud.
Hell yeah.
I seem to be missing some of my ink cards.
Oh, that means you can't use them.
I have them. I have them.
No, it
Never
means you
mind.
can't use them.
Yes, I do.
Sorry.
Okay.
All the attack cards are missing.
It's
like I stole
All right. So we will run this as we did last time. Combat Everything will state what they're going to do all at once. I, as the Greater Haunt, will act first. For the folks along at home who would like to look along, this is a modified version of a Skalacto, is what this is called.
We didn't regain any hit points.
You did not. My goodness, you did not.
That's great.
So, and then I will act first as the GM, and then you folks can act in whatever order you see fit until the round is over, and we will begin again. So, we are going to, let's start with this. Okay, is everyone ready?
We want the book?
We just want the book.
We want the book.
There should be another copy over on
Yeah, we didn't grab them.
I can see it. It's up on the top. Okay, I'll go grab it.
Okay, in a second.
Okay.
You ready?
Okay, bye.
Whatever happens.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, violence.
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 Violence is the action. Okay, first, what is going to happen is you see this creature lurch forward, and as most of you have broached the edge of the water, you see that dark black tar-like substance begin to leak out from the base of this creature, this large creature moving towards you, as well as spurt out from spouts that are on the base of its tentacles. It is going to release an ink cloud around you.
The spouts are spurting.
Everyone is going to
On the tentacles.
take, you lucky dogs, only 1 damage, but you also gain 1 terror.
Ooh.
For the kids at home,
Not
remind
me.
us what
Does
terror
our
does.
defense not matter?
It does not matter.
Okay.
You see my helmet
So that
glow.
means our stamina goes down by 1? Is that what I mean?
Yes.
Thank
Hector's
you.
helmet glows a bit as he is immune to terror. He's immune to terror.
Cool.
Amazing.
So
Okay.
we got 1 terror.
1 terror.
1 terror tag. This is my first tag.
That is your first terror tag. Okay, so we have the head, and I will say this up front for you because I care for you deeply, the head and tentacles can be separate targets. So you can damage the tentacles or you can damage the head. The tentacles will likely be the things that will come after you the most, but the head is just as nasty. So I will turn it over to you to put the spotlight back on you and ask you folks, what would you like to do?
So I think Hadeon's going to step forward and see this octopus thing, and
It would its title is the Mantian Guardian.
and you'll see Amissus do that thing where he sort of dissolves into, instead of being like a shadow that's attached to him that's coming up vertically,
Yeah.
he sort of lays flat on the ground, and he shoots out as far as he can and pops up next to the octopus, and he's just going to take his hand, or the sort of silhouette of his hand, and run it down the octopus side, and I'm going to use Haunting Touch.
Okay.
The target takes a 1d6 penalty. It doesn't say who rolls this. I assume you roll it when you roll, but a 1d6 penalty on your next attack,
Okay.
and that's on the head of it.
Okay.
And it also takes 2 terror points.
Wow.
I see your 1 terror and I raise you.
Yeah, I see your 1 terror, and I raise you 2 terror.
Okay, so 1d6 penalty on the next attack. And for ease, I will have it so that the 1d6 terror applies to anything that attacks, not just the head.
Okay. Well,
they
the 1d6
penalties, sorry.
penalty,
Yeah, so it is one entity, but the tentacles each have their own stamina.
Okay.
And the head has its own stamina
Okay.
as well. But I'll have it on any of
one
the...
entity. Okay.
Yes.
So the terror tag will apply to all of the.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're not individual sentience, it is all one sentience together. But they each tentacle can act on its of its own accord.
All 8, you say? Okay.
Yes.
That is how octopuses work.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just double checking it was one of those kind of octopus.
Yes.
Not like a squid kind of octopus. Where it's on
And it's
sticks.
1 terror tag, you said?
2 terror tags.
2 terror tags. Holy.
Squid got 10.
The squid got 10.
Yeah.
I think they got more.
Why
But
do
2 long ones.
Well,
What about 6?
how many tickles does it take to make a squid laugh? 10 tickles.
Tentacles.
Truthfully
Oh.
speaking, they only have 2 tentacles and 8 arms, but that's only for my mollusk heads in the audience. Yeah, big fella's gonna run up and
Oh, that's 8 crazy legs. Okay, don't worry about it.
he's gonna try to hit it.
Nothing's got 6.
And are you aiming for the head or are you aiming
Oh,
for one
we're
of the
looking for a
tentacles?
tentacle.
Yeah, absolutely.
We get to roll twice because that's my special guy thing. Because I'm prepared.
I'm a guy.
It's a
Special
guy.
guy.
Be a guy, take up space.
13 to hit.
Absolutely.
Amazing. Now we want to secure the squeeze.
Okay, so you are big fellow wrapped
Big
around
fella's
one of
trying to
those
wrap him up.
tentacles. Yes.
Yes, there it is. 16 to squeeze.
Absolutely.
Okay, that tentacle not going nowhere.
Okay.
Unless it's bigger than me, in which case the DM can decide if it drags me around.
I will say that you have firmly secured this 1 tentacle.
That's so exciting. That tentacle is going to take 2 points and 1 chill tag.
Okay, so
Which
one,
means,
one
kids
chill
at home, if you roll doubles on your attack, like if you roll doubles to hit, you will do double damage.
Oh.
So even if it's like 2 1s, well, it has to hit. But like,
Yeah.
you know.
My terror tag means that if any attack rolls that the octopus makes, if it rolls a 1 on any of the dice, automatically misses.
Oh, slay.
Love that for us.
And there's a penalty involved.
Okay.
A lot of rules.
Not like
I lay a burn tag, and burn tags do extra damage when the creature takes his turn.
So
I'm not laying any tag
I am going to say, just for simplicity's sake,
Tag
that big fella is on the closest tentacle
wait,
that
no,
would
I
be
Yeah.
to you, which would be
I take
tentacle
damage.
1.
Tentacle 1.
So it takes 2 points of damage.
2 points.
Great, and just in accordance with what we were doing with Hadeon's tags, we will have the chill tag apply to the entire entity. But if there is any like shatter damage, it will go to that 1
Love
tentacle. Yes. Okay. Who would like to go next?
Ash would swoop forward and is going to. I think it's gonna attack the head.
Okay, sounds
yeah,
good.
I'm gonna go for the head. I have good karma.
And you add an extra dice because of the karma, not just a +1.
Yes,
Karma.
exactly. Oh yeah, that's a 12 to hit.
Absolutely hits.
Okay.
Big creature, just a bag of stamina points, not so good on its defense.
All right. And that is 5 points of damage.
To the head.
1 burn tag on the old head.
Okay, sounds good. So again, burn tag will apply to the whole being, but if any damage is taken, it will go on to the head. And 5 damage, you say?
Yes.
Okay,
5.
amazing. So yeah, what does it look like as the fire ripples through this kind of like jelly-like substance of the...
I think Ash would kind of land and like its claws would come out as it kind of reared back and just blast of fire into it as it kind of alights. I would imagine like that oil kind of alights down its edges.
And that's where the burn tag comes from, as the slick ichor, the black substance, alights and engulfs the back side of this head and trickles down the tentacles. As you see, it is getting close to that port where the ink cloud comes out, but has not gotten down that way yet. Okay, so we have Agatha as the last to act.
Yes, Brahm is going to attack.
Yeah. Would you like to go for a tentacle or go for the head?
Go for the head. I'm gonna. He's gonna squeeze his like eel body around his neck to like choke him.
Absolutely. So going for the juncture above the beak on the body, where just before the tentacles come out. Okay, you can go ahead and roll to hit.
Yeah, that's 7 plus 5 is 12.
Absolutely. Okay, go to do your damage on the head there.
So that's my base damage, 1d6 plus poison tag?
Yes, unless you're using a power.
Okay. Aw, 2.
That's okay. It all counts.
Plus a poison tag.
Okay. And so poison tags act right before the creature takes its turn. So once before I go again, you folks can let me do what all of those tags do.
Yes.
Its turn. Okay, anything else from you folks? I think all of you have acted. We get to the bottom of the round. There are no supposed like layer actions, though there can be in ink, and I've chosen not to add them in for this fight because y'all are very outgunned as it is. So,
Okay.
cool.
We've done one round. I think it went pretty well for us.
Yeah, you guys are doing really well. Okay, so we are going to, so we have one tentacle that is essentially immune, or not immune, immobilized at this point. You see, as the kind of this round comes to an end, the creature moving through this space, you see those plinths begin to shake, and a couple of them begin to glow a little bit brighter. I would say, from an environmental standpoint, if you choose to interact with the plinths, that will likely take, I would allow you essentially what's an object interaction to see if there's something you wanted to do with that, or if you would like to use the plinths in some way to attack the creature, you are welcome to do so as well. Okay, so now we move to the top of the round. Everyone choose what you're going to do.
Sticks out.
Okay, are we ready?
Jace.
3, 2, 1.
All violence. Ooh,
Ooh, power.
Well, my attack's not very strong,
So-
as I just learned.
This creature is allowed to use 4 of its tentacles to come out and attack you. So it is going to,
Grab-
one of it is occupied, but oh my goodness, there are like a bunch more that we can choose from. So one is going to attack each of you and is going to roll to hit you. And this creature has negative karma, so we will be rolling against that.
Also, just so you know, your karma dice does not count for the 1.
Sounds good. Thank you. So is there any thing that needs to be done from tags at this point? So I have 2 terror,
Poison.
1 chill.
Poison tag,
Yes.
you take 1 poison damage
Okay, at the top of the round.
at the top of the round, and then the poison tag wears off over time. Remove 1 poison tag at the start of each round. So
Okay.
once it's done as point damage, you can
You take-
remove
So
it.
we will remove that poison tag right now. Anything that comes from the burn tag.
Yeah, what page is the tag?
It's on 2021. Burn tag. Targets with burn tag take additional damage at the start of their round. One less than 5 burn tags takes 1 burn damage.
Okay, so that is great.
It
All
doesn't-
helps.
That does not get removed.
That does not get removed. No, and
Oh,
that,
burn just that.
that makes
Hey.
sense to me because that oil is everywhere at this point, and it is not stopping. The poison might dissipate based on the creature and what it is made of, but the burn stays. Terror. has to do with rolling ones, and chill, anything to do with chill tags.
No,
Okay,
sorry.
sounds
Just
good.
if we double hit,
Yes.
if we get doubles on a hit,
Okay.
it does double damage.
Oh yes,
And
of
if
course.
you get over 5 chill tags, you do double.
We're not gonna get there.
So we also have a 1d6 penalty on this first attack coming from the first tentacle. So I rolled a 1 on this.
On the karma or?
On the non-karma dice.
Then
So I cannot attack.
Targets with terror lose focus. Targets with terror tags miss any attack they make where they roll the following numbers on any of their dice, excluding karma.
Yes, so that tentacle cannot attack.
Tentacle's so scared.
Tentacle's so scared. You see as the tentacle, I would say, probably makes sense to reach out towards you as Amissus kind of grows, and you see the eyes on Amissus mirror the eyes on its creature. It recoils back slightly, so it is not going to get an attack off on Hadeon this round. We will roll for the next. That's going to be an 11 to hit.
That hits me.
Okay.
That hits me hard.
Real good.
And we are going to do 3 points of against your stamina. 3
Okay.
points of damage there.
It's going down.
We are going to.
so far away.
There is
Five's the number
another tentacle that is going to reach out, and though you have immobilized this one, there's another one that's going to reach out and smack a big fella.
Don't fuck with my
That
buddy.
is going to be a 9 to.
That'll
Sorry,
be-
a 6 to
That'll be
hit.
5. That'll be 5.
That'll be 5. Okay, so then we roll our damage here.
No ones?
No ones in that one. That's going to be 6 points
Okey-doke.
of damage. 6 points against your stamina. And the last one is going to come out at Hektor.
See a 1 in there. It's going to be a 1.
See a 1.
There is a 1 in there, not on the karma dice, so it
You can't
misses.
be terrified.
Dang.
Yes. And I think that would look like as it tries, it brushes against your helm and recoils immediately. And you see the light on the plinths, the one that's directly behind you as you've run up towards it, glow quite bright. And so that is its attacks for this round. I will turn the spotlight over to you and tell me what you do.
Well, while I'm up there on the neck, Miss Brahms is going to do a venomous bite.
Absolutely.
Just gonna do a little venom
What's your
bite.
health at?
Fine.
Good.
It's
Why?
looking
Oh
like
no,
it
because you got hit. I thought you went down.
I did go down, but I'm
you-
still alive.
went down in health, but not.
Oh,
down.
I see. I see.
Down but not
Oh.
out.
No,
I see. I see.
No, I'm
No
still
one's
alive.
calling
Nobody's-
timber
worried.
yet.
I'm not dead yet.
Okay.
I'm not dead. So let me just roll the bite.
Yeah, you should touch that plinth. You should get the fuck out of here.
touch that.
That's 12.
Absolutely. And you are aiming for the head at this point, too.
Sure am.
Okay.
Yes. And why do I do it? It's 2d6 damage. That doesn't include my karma, right?
No.
Yeah. And 3 poison tags. I got a 1. Does that do?
No, everything that's
bad.
fine.
You already confirmed
Alright,
the head.
4.
4 damage is great.
But 3 poison tags.
3 poison tags, holy
Yeah.
moly.
And you get it's a point of damage for every tag.
At the
for
start of
toxic.
You bet.
Yeah.
They're a little helpful right now. They're a little helpful.
Okay, amazing. Okay, I'll turn it over
Put
to...
big fella in. He's just gonna squeeze that tentacle, and
Yes.
it's gonna automatically take 6 damage.
You see that big fella bursts through the tentacle, and it kind of ripples down the base and detaches, and you have completely destroyed 1 tentacle.
We got 7 left, y'all.
Can I
We making calamari.
grab the tentacle that fell off and
And
whip
hit.
the octopus with the tentacle?
I would say if you'd like to use that as the flavor for one of your attacks, sure, go for it.
No, I want this to be on its own thing.
It is not.
Okay, all right.
Is there any other attacks that you make? Because I know squeeze just kind of happens.
Oh my god. Well, that's the first thing, and then he
Yes.
can make an attack. So he's just gonna squeeze the next tentacle. This
Okay.
guy's gonna go around and just pop all these tentacles off.
Sounds good. Go ahead.
And well, that's 2 1s, so he's still terrified. So
Yes, and that will not beat. That's including your karma die as well.
I didn't even roll my karma die because he's got terror, and any one
Yes.
would be a failure.
Okay.
We all get a little scared sometimes, including Big Fella.
Are you going yet?
You can go. You can go.
What are you doing? Tell me what
Attacking.
you're doing. Okay, sounds good. Are the head or the tentacles?
The head.
Sounds good.
So 8 and then 2, 10.
Yeah, absolutely.
No ones. All right, so that's a 1d6. That's a 5 plus the 1 from my necklace. 6 points of damage to the head.
Ouchie. You see that
and
a
one
large
more terror tag.
and one more terror tag.
You're
So
at 3.
3 terror tags. My goodness, so many tags. You see a portion of the kind of gelatinous head get blown back and away, and the skull begins to crack, and more of this ichor begins to ooze out, clouding some of the eyes and spilling out of this creature.
I think so basically I think Amissus moves up and whips out that sort of shadow sword.
Yes.
And he cleaves into the side of the head, and I think as the shadow sword sort of enters the head of the octopus, it almost becomes like a silhouette of a memory for Hadeon. Like it's a flash. Like anytime Amissus does damage or does something, it's like Amissus is purposely doing it in a way that triggers like a combat memory.
I love that.
For Hadeon. So it's like he sees his sword carve through somebody.
Yes.
And they're like they're
Hadeon
painful
Hadeon
moments.
remembers a time
Yeah.
when he carved through someone like that. I love that. Okay. All right.
Does it have to be? Can it be Hektor or Ash that interacts with the obelisk?
I would say if you choose to interact with the obelisk, that will be sacrificing something that Ash can do. If you're going to use it like as an attack thing, I would say, pardon me, you're going to sacrifice what Ash is going. But if you just want to interact with it and look at it, I'll let you do that for free.
No, I'll go for it.
Okay,
I'll
sounds good.
I'll try to use it.
Okay.
So Hektor would kind of like call Ash over
Yes.
as Ash kind of pushes off reluctantly and flies towards the plinth, I should say.
And what would you like to do with said plinth? Do you want to push it over onto the octopus? Do you want to see if you can interact with it magically?
Yeah, I want to interact with it magically. Seeing that it glowed when it took damage, I want to try to or when it was afraid, I want to try to interact with it.
Okay.
See if I can harness that.
What skills do you have?
Oh, I got athletics and shield making.
Yeah.
So, but I would look at the are any of the symbols on? Because you said there were symbols on it.
Yes.
Is anything kind of reminiscent to what is on my shield, which is covered in?
You would see similar. I think, though. I think we talked about this last time. Is that the runes on the plinths that are carved with this crystal are similar to the runes that are carved into your shield, kind of on the outside edge. They are wards of protection. These are protection.
So I would try to tap into those wards to protect us.
Okay, absolutely. I will allow you to use, because your shield is kind of like your focus, your symbol as of this point, I'll allow you to use kind of shield making for that. And I think as you do this, you would see also that it looks like someone has, because you are proficient in tools and because you are proficient in crafting, you would very easily be able to see that the chunks that have fallen out of this crystal look like they have been chipped away with a chisel. These are purposeful, like crystal has been harnessed for something, not necessarily has fallen away and crumbled. Someone is trying not necessarily to defile the runes of protection, but to harness the things that allow it to have that magic is going to try and take them, even though they might weaken the protective mechanisms of those plinths. So I will allow you to use your shield making as a skill to interact with this.
So I get a +2.
And your +1 karma as well, because your karma is positive.
+1 karma. Okay, so that's +3. So I have a 6 and a 1. So that's 7 + 3.
That is 10. Okay. So what does it look like as you try and tap into this?
I think Hektor would instinctually kind of plant his shield down as he would bring his hands up from the shield, kind of trying to draw the magic that kind of there is a almost like a protective ward that there is a physical embodiment that just kind of happens. It's not necessarily something that he cognitively knows. It does feel like sort of muscle memory.
Okay. So can you roll a d6 for me, please?
A 2.
Okay. So from this, you may choose 2 members of your party. You can choose to include yourself, or you can choose 2 others, and you can choose to either up their base defense by 2, or you can choose to have them regain half of their stamina.
Ooh, okay. I would. Can I do one of each?
No.
Okay.
It's gotta be.
Oh, well,
Gotta be.
fine, fine.
Hmm?
Yes, you can. Sure.
Okay. Well, I was gonna give you a +2. You know, you want to heal. Heal. I'm gonna give you a heal,
Okay.
and you a plus. You a +2. Or do you want to heal?
I'm a bag of hit points. Don't worry. You're on the heal yourself,
Heal
brother.
yourself, bro.
Okay, I'll heal myself, brother.
Hell yeah, brother.
Okay, as you see the light in that plinth go dark.
Is that his whole action?
It is.
Oh, snap.
So I heal half my.
You heal half of your stamina.
So if I was at half, I'm right back to full.
It would be like whatever your total stamina is.
Yeah.
Half of that is the amount that you get back.
Yeah.
So if you were to have to
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I get a bonus one?
No.
extra.
All right.
There's no temp HP here. Okay, we are. Has everyone acted this
See.
round? Okay, fantastic. We are back at the top, or back at the next round, and we are going to put up what we're going to do. Ready? Okay, wonderful. So it starts with me first. Anything that comes from those tags that I have. So it's 1 passive from the burn, 3 passive from the terror, or from the poison.
I think it's
I
just
believe.
one,
One
and then you
poison.
keep the other 2.
1, and then I keep the other 2. Understood.
think.
So
What did you get? 3
No,
adds
no,
3
you
poison
get-
tags?
Yeah, I had 3.
yes, so I now I still have 3
So
poison
when you
tags.
when you attacked, you did 1, or
And my last one gave 3.
and your last one gave 3. So now you have 3.
Yes,
So you take 3 poison damage
And 1 burn
and
damage.
you
But you only reduce 1.
you
I only
clear
reduce
1
one.
poison tag.
So you take all 3, but you only clear 1.
understood.
Then I got
So I
2.
now have 2
Yes.
poison
You take
tags.
1 fire.
You are no longer chilled.
I am no longer.
Does it only
chilled.
last?
Well, I wasn't able to land a hit.
Oh, you have to keep landing a hit.
Yes.
Well, I gotta hit him.
All right.
Otherwise,
so
way the
Move one
global
chill
is
tag at the
going.
start of every
The
round.
warming.
you see at the start of the Mantian Guardian's turn that ink cloud bursts out again, and everyone is going to take
Like half a point.
4 points against your stamina, and you are going to gain 1 terror tag.
Do those ever leave us? Or
Terror tags?
We just keep getting more scared.
You can clear your shadow can clear your terror tags when you're no longer in comment.
Yes.
Oh, that's
Okay.
cute.
You can clear your
Essentially, lay
tags.
on
I went
lay
right back to
hands
where I
does that.
was.
Lay hands clears all tags.
And then, because that is a passive thing that it used 2 turns ago, so that is no longer in action. As you see the ink jets or the ink cloud start to sputter and stop. So it would have to activate that power again.
Right.
But it is going to send out 1 tentacle towards each of you, as it still has 7 remaining.
We're working on it. We're working on it.
All right, here we go. It has still negative karma, and it is still have terror tags.
And
So
poison.
it has
Oh.
3 terror tags. Does that change anything?
Not till it gets to 7.
Not until it gets to 7. Understood. Okay, that is going to be an 8 to hit you.
That will just hit.
Okay, sounds
Do you?
good.
Was there no ones in there?
No one's in there.
No one there.
That is going to do 8 points of damage.
He's down.
Okay.
Boy.
All right. So you watch this, the 3 eyes align and kind of move themselves over
3
the
eyes
tentacle
aligning.
that is closest to Hadeon, and it is going to lash out straight towards, and you see that it pierces Amissus almost straight through the chest, and you see it carved down and out under where his left pectoral is, mimicking the scar that you yourself hold on your body as you fall down, and Amissus kind of roils back and begins to dissipate as it is wont to do. Okay, so that is the first tentacle. Second one, heading over to Agatha.
She's just an old lady.
That is going to be a 7 to hit you.
Yeah.
Okay. That is going to be 7 points.
I'm down.
Okay. 1 other tentacle is going to whip over to big fella.
I had such a good plan.
That is going to be a 8 to
Yep.
hit you. Okay.
Always and forever.
That is 4 points
Okay.
of stamina. And Hektor, it comes to you.
Oh, come on. Put a 1 in there. Come on.
No ones, but that is only a 5 to hit you.
Meets and beats it, I guess.
Okay. and that is going to be 7 points.
Oh,
against your
Hektor
stamina.
down. No.
We all down? No. You still up.
Okay.
Save us.
Um,
Use the blue.
And the spotlight turns to you as you see these tentacles roiling out, beginning to lash out at you, and you hear this colossal shriek, this roar emanate from its beak. It shouldn't be able to make a sound like this, but it pierces through you as the tentacles wrap and grab and pull and stab at your shadows as you all, the three of you, are down.
Big fella is going to go symbiote mode. He's becoming my power armor.
Yes.
I'm going to run over and try to combine my cosmic insight with his attunement of this plane to see if we can like upload our consciousness into the matrix of these pillars.
Okay. All right.
We're trying to become one because we need a big one.
You want to interact with the pillars in the
love
same
to.
way. Okay. So I'll allow you to roll Cosmic Insight there.
Let's go.
And
If we
plus
come
your-
back, will we get our turn?
Cross that bridge when we come to it. I bet not because I only got a 6.
Okay. I think
That's pretty good.
you realize
not
at this point that
Plus karma.
I added all the pluses.
I think you realize that despite how close you and Big Fella are, it is you that holds the cosmic insight, not him. And so that 6 to me represents that there is the fact that he is of the ink is blocking you from engaging with this. And that potentially these pillars and this you would learn in this moment, given that insight piece, is that these plinths are not of the ink.
I shake him off like a wet dog and try again.
You cannot. You have 5 minutes.
Ruh-roh.
All right. So we begin.
Can't. At the end of combat, we get to move, right?
You do, yes.
Just gonna scootle away just a little bit.
Okay, so you're going to move out of range.
I would love to. Yeah.
Okay. All right. How far back do you move?
I don't fully understand how movement works.
Yeah.
But my gameplay would be to do a little
On the ring.
ring around the rosy.
Yeah.
So as that octopus try to come get me, I then run back around because I do want to take another crack at these plinths.
Okay, sounds good. So you start moving out and back in hopes to draw the octopus.
I think that octopus is coming for me, but I just want to be
Yes.
within plinth distance.
Okay,
Plinth
sounds
Smiths.
good. All right, so we are at the bottom of
Mary
the,
Plinthsmith, everybody.
the bottom of, and then we move to the top of the round, and it is going to, well, that worked so well last time, so we're just going to do that again. So, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. At the top of the round, those 2 poison damage happen there, but 1 is removed and a burn as well. You see that the head is having a very hard time. It's like the tentacles begin to jerk and kind of discombobulate as the head is having a hard time keeping itself together. The burning is causing it quite a lot of damage. You see poison coursing through it. You see veins of green and black, both the ichor and the poison from Brahm's venomous bite begin to move through the head itself, moving into the sockets of the eyes and out that grinning smile leaking through its teeth and out the beak as well. The head looks like it is in very bad shape. But we remove 1 poison tag. That burn stays, but it is coming for you. So it would move towards you and attempt to attack you.
Okay.
Yeah, it can move very far. It's a very fast octopus.
That's crazy.
Okay.
I've seen octopus outside of water. They're lucky if they get a little distance.
Oh, they pretty fast.
They're persistent, but are they fast?
With 2 1s, the first tentacle misses you.
That's good.
That's good.
Yeah. And so we are now going to attempt to roll the second tentacle against you.
Oh, my tentacle.
With another 1 in there, that tentacle misses you as well.
Bless. Lord of Terror.
Tentacles.
And that is going to be a 8 to hit.
5 is the number to beat. You got it.
Guess we all come back with more powers.
And that is going to be 6 points.
That
Take
is
another run at it.
big
I
fella
wanna take another run at it.
down and dusted.
Yeah, back
We're
to
all
beacon.
dead, hey?
Level up.
So as
My boat is here.
Big Fella falls to the ground, You hear in the background Odan screech as he has watched all of this come down. All of this go happen in front. And while all of you are in various stages of coming in and out of consciousness, feeling whatever life, unlife you have here leave you, you don't see this, but we do. A figure strides atop the house, covered in shadow, a swirling mist around them. It is impossible to see gender. It is impossible to see what they are wearing, but you do see long hair fluttering in the wind as a hand is raised and outstretched in front. And I am going to roll a d6. 3 of you stand up. You have half your hit points. You have half your stamina.
Do we evolve?
Not yet.
Damn it.
At 3.
The 3.
Which
You
3?
can
I'll stay down.
decide.
Okay.
I'll keep taking a nap.
No, I'll
You
stay
stand.
down.
You more important stand.
I'll get
No
up.
way.
I gotta.
I'm not.
All right, I get up.
Yeah.
Okay, so Agatha remains down as kind of this energy ripples out. You see the plinths. 3 more of them shoot energy. 1, 2, 3, as the 3 of you stand up with half of your stamina. And those 3 plinths begin to crumble and fall down to the ground.
How many plinths we got left?
There was 8 in total, so used 1,
4 more.
3 are done, 4 more.
Who destroyed it when I used it?
Well, the plinth did not crumble, but the crystal is inert. But when the hand was raised and 3 of you were raised back up with half your stamina, the red crystal shattered, the plinth crumbled, and it fell to the ground. And there are still 7 tentacles remaining, and the head as well. This happens, I would say, at the end of the kind of my action, so I'm not going to get off another tentacle attack on you because the creature has thought all of you were dead and now you are not.
We do our attacks.
Yes, I will pass the spotlight back to you. And so I have already taken my damage, so you folks can go ahead.
Do we use the thing we chose
I would say
before?
I would say before you died, you used the
Okay.
thing that you chose before.
Sick.
7 to hit. Are you aiming for the head?
Head.
Yes, that hits.
1d6. Oh, that's not great. 2 plus the 1 damage, 3 damage, and another terror attack. So you're up to 4 now?
4 terror tags now. Okay. Either one of you gentlemen.
You go ahead.
You should probably go first.
I feel like I should go next. I'm over.
But
well,
you can chill touch him.
you're right. I'm gonna shake off. Get out of here.
Death.
I'm gonna shake off Big Fella as I.
Unsymbiote.
Yeah, you know.
And I'm gonna try to get this this situation here. This big old pole.
Hot
Jesus, stay on the. Oh, what a journey. 8.
8. Absolutely. Go ahead. Yes. Do your damage.
I'm trying to activate the column.
Oh,
the
you're
plinth.
trying to activate the column. Sorry, excuse me. I thought you were going after the creature.
I'm cosmically incited. I've got Big Fella nowhere near me. I don't want him.
Yeah. Okay. So
this
what are
thing
you
from
trying to do? Because you watched Hektor interact with it in a way that felt divine, for lack of better words. What are you doing with it?
I saw that it was able to heal folks, and I can see that Agatha is still down.
Yes.
She's so small.
They're so small. And I think
And
Big Fella
old.
has a crush on that eel, so.
Hot.
So.
That you'll do that.
What you'll do? Slither.
Big man. In
Yeah. Bits aside, I think Yearn in this moment is trying to connect to whatever this thing is from beyond. He doesn't really know the gods beyond the ones that people have talked about here, and that's very few and far between. And so I guess it's sort of a bit of like a Hail Mary prayer, I guess, for aid.
With the fact that you are invoking prayer here, I'm going to let you roll another d6
Okie dokie.
and add that.
10.
Okay. you understand something in this moment. That there is a flow in the universe of the way that death has been tended to. And you can sense that over the eons and eons, the signs of time that have carried this universe forward, that there was only ever supposed to be one God who oversaw death as a process. And that was interrupted violently. You're able to put these pieces together from what Locke had told you, from the bits and pieces you are learning as you are down here in the ink, and that there is someone here, someone likely in this domicile in front of you, that knows quite a lot about the process of death. I think you tap into that deeper understanding, and you understand a little bit more about your role in it. Not the role you have down here in the ink, but the role you had in life. You remember the vision that you had of Vera, and she asked if you had to go to work. And you understand in this moment, simply by trying to reach out to these stones, that your work involved death. Not directly, you were not a bringer of death, but an observer of it. Someone who walked the path where death went. You followed. To mark it, to honor it, so that it was seen and known. So, with that, yes. How would you like to tap into these powers against death?
I think if Yearn is understanding correctly, he's got a relationship with death, but certainly no mastery over it.
Correct.
So I think he would kind of ask a favor of death in this moment. Not this one, not just yet. Of just asking if death can wait a little bit on Agatha.
Absolutely. And you get the sense in this moment that if anyone could ask a favor from death, it would be you. You don't know why, but you feel like you're owed something. And this is a way to potentially repay that. So, Agatha, you rise. Half hit points.
Okay.
Can I also give them +2 defense? Because death loves me.
I would say because you are tapping into this in a different way, I'm going to say just the hit points here.
Go on.
Go off, King. Okay.
Thank you.
So, are there anything
Ash's
else?
turn.
Yeah, Ash.
Do I get to go?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
would
yeah.
say
But you go first.
Okay. Ash kind of pulls themselves back together as he kind of rises up. You see Hektor kind of like kneels up on his shield and like reaches out as Ash flies forward. You see the fire just engulf this thing. It's like pouring from its eyes and surrounding its body as it dives. How big? This creature's quite large.
larger than an octopus, or larger than an elephant, smaller than a school bus.
Right. So like if I were to hit sort of the center mass.
Yeah.
No one else would be within a short range, you would say?
I think that's reasonable.
I think that
we all
sounds
would say that.
reasonable.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
So you watch as Ash dives fully kind of for the, like, just above the beak where the torso meets the legs.
Yes.
And combusts in a fiery explosion and engulfs this whole thing in flames, dealing
Yeah.
5
Okay.
damage. And
To the head and all the tentacles?
actually, yeah. To the head and all the tentacles.
Roll a d6 for me.
Thank you.
5.
Okay, so I will say that 5, because like 5 of the tentacles in that point are gone. They combust straight down to the end, leaving 2 tentacles left.
Yeah.
As you see the remaining slick, it's almost like Ash in that moment finds that port entrance of where the ink was spurting out, and you see flame erupt up through the inside of the skull and begin burning the skull from the inside out. You see that the skull is on the head is on its last legs with 2 tentacles remaining.
I lose all my stamina.
I mean, it's
And
not,
you did.
and it's not. It's a hard board to get because it's no bigger than a womp rat.
You see that this head is very, very injured and does not look like it has much life left in it. But we are back. Agatha, you are up and you can have your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a big old venomous bite.
Absolutely. Go
Yum,
ahead.
yum,
Yeah,
yum.
I think that's fair.
As the fire burns away, you see kind of one small, Brahm would see one small patch of kind of unburnt gelatinous head.
And that looks goddamn delicious.
So
to him.
tasty. Go ahead.
Eels do love octopus.
All right. Wait, is double still a thing?
No.
All right. Well, that's 16.
Absolutely. Do your damage.
Woof.
What is the damage again? It's
2d6.
2d6.
Plus a couple poison tags, I believe.
Yeah. Oh no, it's over here. My
You
power's
doing your
over
power.
here. Yeah. 8.
Tell me how Brahm finishes off
Oh,
this creature.
Brahm is going to wiggle in between the last 2 tentacles, opening them up, taking a big old bite.
Whoa.
Yeah, horny.
Amazing. And this
leave
bite
that
hurts. Not a good touch.
Yeah.
Okay, so you watch as the bite from Brahm, you hear one final screech as the tentacles begin to desiccate and shrivel and contort on themselves, kind of curling up and in, almost as you see ferns do in the forest when they don't, it just curls up back and in. You hear a final screech that kind of devolves into a gurgle as the head inside begins to kind of contort, collapse, crumple down, and squish in on itself as it completely starts to dissolve in a giant pile of muck.
Gross. Love
And
it.
you are out of combat.
And you're down?
Yeah, oh yeah. Hector's bleeding out.
All right.
Um,
I'm gonna lay hands.
yeah, lay hands.
Okay, Hector, you come back
1.
with 1 stamina.
Thank you.
Is there a beacon around here?
We gotta go look for a beacon. Yeah, we should go.
Amissus will come over and lay hands on Hadeon to remove my terror tags.
Okay, sounds good.
Can he do that to me?
You can do it yourself.
Oh, Brahm comes over to sweet Agatha and wraps around her like a scarf to heal her terror tags.
Is that individual still on the roof?
No. What individual on the roof? You didn't see anything.
There's never an individual.
There's never an individual.
No, we didn't see the individual.
What would you like to do? You see that if there was, not that you saw any storm, but when you kind of came back to consciousness, you did feel some wind whip across your face, but it is calm, it is dead quiet. You hear Odan kind of scuttle up behind you and kind of look expectantly to all of you.
Okay, is there a beacon around here somewhere?
Downstairs?
In the house.
Let's go.
And the
Is
house
there-
is safe?
Let's go.
A bigger guardian in the water.
Or the house.
No, that was it.
Okay.
That's why we didn't fly close. That's why we stay up.
Yep. Yep.
Are you? Will it come back?
That's a
don't know,
question
will
for
it?
you.
I don't know. I've never seen anyone go against the Guardian and survive.
Well, let's not chance it.
Yeah.
Can I take a quick peek in the muck? Are there any sweet shards in there?
Oh.
You got any of them shards?
Hector would love a shard.
Okay,
So-
so
You can have one. I'll take
you,
the
Can I have a shard?
You go down. Where do you look?
I would look sort of like see if the beak was made of shard
Or the skull.
or the skull.
Yeah.
Look at you.
I want to check them tentacles too. Why not?
You go down to the beak And as you kind of use your foot to kick it over, you do see, in fact, I love when my players can anticipate the things that I've written, and its teeth are made of shards. And had it got a bite on you, that would have been some fun things with some memory, but it didn't.
Are they
You
memory
should bit
shards,
me.
or are they...
So none are memory shards. You see, they are
Damn.
all plain. They are all regular shards, but they are embedded in this thing's beak. They have not fallen out. What would you like to do?
Pull him out.
How do you do that?
I'm gonna use Brahm to snake in there.
Okay.
Start pulling.
As Brahm begins to pull, he passes right through them.
I would like to break some off with my shield.
Okay. You
Check
use
that
your
out.
shield to do that?
Yeah.
Roll a d6 for me.
I have shield making as a skill.
You can add your shield making as a skill here.
So just 1d6
Just 1d6.
plus 2.
And
your
karma.
And my karma. So 7.
Pretty good.
Okay. You manage to take your shield and you crack through 2 of these shards. You break them off. And as your shield, the wooden part of your shield touches these pieces of shard, you feel something come into your mind that you can see. You see a scene played out in front of you. Do you have a d4 in front of you at all?
I can borrow one. So cool.
So cocked. Nice.
4.
Okay. You hear the sound of yelling first and fighting in the dark. You hear rocks crumbling from up above. You see a giant stream of light blast out of a woman's face with a white hood on top of her as she is lying pinned under rubble. You see and you hear the smell. You hear a grunt and a growl and the smell of brimstone as a horn breaks off a large 9-foot-tall entity. As you hear the sound of ice shattering and splintering, you hear yelling, you hear crying. And you have the feeling that this is taking place almost simultaneously in the same moment. Time be damned, as is happening right now. And you have 2 shards in front of you to do with what you wish.
Well, I would like to take one of those shards. And I would relay what I saw and heard
Okay.
in the vision to everyone.
Hadeon will come over, and I'm going to... How big is the beak?
It looks like it's probably got about 8 teeth.
Yeah, but how big is the beak itself? All right.
About that big around?
I'm going to take it and sort of try to swing it against one of the pillars to try and snap one of the inert pillars. Everyone calm down.
Okay.
To try and snap some of the teeth out that way, because I don't have a sweet shield.
You pick up the beak.
If it's pick upable. If it's
I mean, you'd have to cut it out.
of
creature.
the goop.
Yes.
Okay. Then I will. Do we have like stuff?
You would have you could attempt to use your belt to try and pull the
Okay.
teeth out. You could kick them out. You could use a rock on the
Yeah,
beach.
I'll grab a rock and I'll try and chisel 2 out.
Okay, roll a d6 for me. You can add your religion and your karma.
Oh, that's not good. It's a 1. So that's +3, so it's 4.
Okay, roll a d4 for me.
Can I borrow a D4?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's 2.
You hear the sound of a bell ring. It sounds like the bell to enter a shop. You hear a fiddle and a flute begin to play kind of a simple dance. You hear the sound of glasses clinking. You hear food being consumed, plates being served. and you feel like you are dancing with someone. You see a beautiful woman standing in front of you with long, curly, ringleted black hair. She has a beautiful smile and these golden eyes, and she is staring right at you with such a brilliant smile on her face. She's wearing dark black robes trimmed in gold. And you see she has horns. And you feel really happy. Happier than you've let yourself be in months. And you come out of it with 2 shards.
Miss Agatha is going to go up there and use her nimble fingers and try and root around in the gums to get them out.
Okay, sounds good. You can roll a skill check and you can add your karma there as well.
Is that 2 or 1?
That'd be 2d6 and then add. We'll say just 1d6 here. You'll be fine. It's not hard.
Yeah. Well, 6 plus 3 is 9.
Absolutely. Roll a d4 for me.
4.
Okay. Oh. I am going to have you roll your photographic memory skill right now.
Is that 2d6 plus
Plus 3, technically.
3 technically? Okay. 8.
Okay. You feel something attempt to work its way into your mind.
Oh, shit.
And if you were not made of heartier stuff, this would have broken you again.
It's fine.
You realize that an Agatha who might have been alive at a lower point, not an Agatha who had been in the ink for eons. It's almost like your hands instinctively move to your face again. That feeling of the pressure, the inside of your skull, the weight of knowledge, the burden of insight. Because while it is not the content of this vision that hurts you, it is the realization that comes after it. In this vision, everything is an kind of hazy pink. You see pastel tones also of purple, gold and blue and yellow, a beautiful, idyllic landscape, almost a villa on the side of an ocean. You see an older woman with a long, beautiful braid and flowing gown seated on a chaise drinking a cup of tea. And you see 2 men seated across from her. One is tall, wiry, with white hair pulled up into a bun and a beard that has seen better days. He has 1 purple, dark black eye and 1 gold as well. He's wearing traveler's clothes. He looks exhausted. The man next to him, shorter, more olive in complexion, longer brown hair that touches his shoulders, wearing what looks to be scribe or monk's robes. He looks gaunt. He looks like he hasn't had a solid full meal in months. With those same golden eyes as the gentleman sitting next to him. You realize that these 2 are brothers. And they are seeking help from the woman in front of them. You realize she is a god.
Mm-hmm.
You can't quite see her face. So you couldn't fully put a picture on what or whom or what domain this is. But the realization that comes after is that you have seen these men's faces before.
Mm-hmm.
The last time your mind broke, the thing that killed you, you realize immediately in this moment, is the vision of the 2 of these men. And you realize in this moment you are looking at the faces of the Godkiller. a piece of knowledge you should have never had. You see the faces of the Godkiller. And that's what you get. And the 2 shards in front of you.
I think she takes the 2 shards and kind of retreats down the octopus and doesn't relay what she sees. She just sits down and cries.
I think Yearn will just sit down beside you and will gently try to take your hand if that's in that kind of like, you can say no if you want.
Yeah.
So hold your hand here.
Mm-hmm.
I think he'll just put a hand on the beak and maybe not even out loud. We'll just sort of kind of say, you'll try to commune to the beak. It's this feeling of like, if you would like a piece of you to continue on with me, I would gladly receive it.
Okay. You can roll a skill check here. 1d6 and add a skill of your choice.
You got it. Plus karma?
Yeah.
7.
Okay. Roll a d4 for me.
No problem. 2.
Okay. As you are taking Agatha's hand and placing one hand on one of the shards near the beak, you go to try and move it and break it. And as it cracks, the sound in your head is replaced by the cry of a hawk. And you see an image, a vision of a man in long, brown, adobe-colored robes, a scribe or a monk's brown hair, a mess. He is covered in blood. And as is the hawk as well, the hawk looks angry and is screeching in frustration rather than pain. You see the hawk attempts to fly off, but there seems to be some sort of tether keeping it attached to this person. It attempts to fly away, and it is yanked back. And so it settles in frustration on this man's shoulder as he walks through the woods, looking accomplished and proud of himself. And that's what you get.
I'm gonna take one of my shards. Just gonna say, I think you're due for an extra one.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks for fixing Odan.
And Odan has just been watching you break teeth and be quiet for a few minutes. Are you gonna go inside?
I think I'm gonna use these shards first.
They heal you too when you use them to evolve, I believe, right?
Double check what the guidelines are.
Oh, we're going down to the beacon in the basement anyways.
Oh, if you
I'm sure nothing will happen.
sure nothing
here in
bad
the
will
basement.
happen
For
down
sure. It's an empty house out in the middle of nowhere. It's totally fine.
As you can see that as you've kind of been having the visions or the time with the beak, you see that the water has sunk down back into the ground below, whatever water was, and there are just these pools of this black tar kind of sitting at the bottom that too are beginning to dissipate into the sand and soil and gravel that is here, leaving you pretty much a straight shot towards the house.
Agatha, do you feel up to checking out the house?
Yes. But I'll be quiet and in the back.
Okay then.
Should we go see if we can find it in the basement?
Sure.
Okay.
I think everyone could use a little beacon light.
We'll start with the front door and see how we go from there.
Okay. Odan begins to fly alongside you, and as you cross the threshold of where the shoreline was, you see him bounce back and have to regain his... And he tries again, and he bounces back. You see he flies up, attempt to move into the house from the top, and he is bounced out. As he kind of just flies back down, and he just sits.
We'll get you on the way back, Odan.
Okay, I will wait. Should I wait here?
Do you want me to sit with you?
If you are going to see my lady, you should all go together.
Okay.
Obviously, she does not want me inside, so I will stay here.
Do you want to wait at the
Sorry.
boat?
Perhaps, but I can wait. No, I do not know how to boat, so I am going to stay here.
Okay.
I will wait for you.
I'll see you soon.
Okay. So you see Odan there is a slightly desiccated tree that sits probably about 15 feet away on the outside of the torus ring of the loop. And you see that he perches in the tree and tries to settle in and get comfortable. He looks dejected and alone. As you
I don't want to leave him.
We'll head forward, or I'll head forward at least.
There's
And I will knock on the door.
Okay. You walk forward. As you knock on the door, it creaks open. There's no resistance to it. Doesn't look like it was locked or even closed. And you see a set of stairs descending down. There are no other hallways in the house. It is just a set of stairs descending down.
What's it smell like in here?
Wet. Damp. There's a slight acridness from the same ichor that you see is seeping from the walls in light and pooling at your feet. More of like what was down at the beach. It doesn't look like it's going to hurt you. It's not spraying out, but it is seeping going down this hallway. And it feels musty and old, like it has not been accessed in a very long time.
I'll start heading down.
I would
Okay.
be right behind you.
Me
Ash's
last.
eyes kind of lighting the way.
Okay.
I think Brahm is like wrapped around Agatha like a scarf.
Okay. You get... It's a big bang.
Didn't like that.
You get to the bottom of this staircase and you see it opens up into probably what would be a 20 by 20 square room. There is nothing in this room except a large obsidian plate on the floor. It looks like black glass. It lies flat. And that is all that is in this room. What would you, and there is actually, sorry, I lied to you. There's a small silver bowl at the end.
Agatha's gonna approach the silver bowl.
Plate, bowl, anything in the bowl.
Nothing.
Get away.
Am I getting vibes from the plate?
What kind of vibes are you going to get from the plate?
Like, am I getting like beacon vibes? Like, is the plate
No.
underneath the beacon?
No.
Or
You, I
beacon
mean,
underneath
you
the
haven't
plate?
seen any beacon, but you know for certain that is, there is, he said there is a beacon in here. You do not see one.
He's a
Can
bird.
I use some photographic memory to look at these items and see if I recognize them?
Absolutely.
That is 14.
Oh my god, you know exactly what this bowl is.
All right, I'm gonna tell everybody about this bowl.
You have seen priestesses of Nephthisiket place blood in this bowl as part of their prayer rituals to their goddess, lying in supplication on top of an obsidian plate.
Okay. I relay that.
Anything, nothing else in this room?
Nope.
And no more down?
Not that you can see.
Are we capable of bleeding?
I don't know, are you?
I don't think so.
Agatha scratches her arm open
Okay.
and checks. She's kind of got, she's at a, she's in
Wow.
a really dark place right now.
While you do not bleed, you hear Brahm go, ow!
Oh, sorry, Brahm.
Brahm bleeding?
No. But you see that Brahm, at your initiative, kind of slithers over to the plate And as he moves atop it, you see that there is like an active barrier about this thick that is keeping him from touching the plate. He cannot touch the plate.
But I can.
Do you touch the plate?
I touch the plate.
Your hand moves through it.
That's never happened before.
So we
Or
can,
has it
we
happened
go down.
before?
We can go down, but
we can go down, but the shadows can't.
Amissus,
Yes.
I'm gonna try something new. Can you get in the bowl?
I'm too big for the bowl.
You're a shadow. You can be whatever size you want. Can you get in the bowl?
Fine. So Amissus moves its way over to the bowl and stands in its more humanoid form, reminiscent of someone. Stands on one foot inside the bowl, and you see he drops.
Or is he like a little black pool in the bowl now?
Yes,
Pick up the bowl.
the bowl cannot be removed from the surface.
I guess they stay in the bowl while we go down through the floor.
Go for it.
I step onto the plate.
You step through down more stairs.
There's just more stairs down here.
Would head down.
So all of your shadows follow behind you, mimicking the process that they saw Amissus do. Brahm looks at you before he gets in the bowl. You're gonna come back, right?
I really hope so.
No, that's not enough. You're gonna come back, right?
I really hope so.
You know we die without you, right?
I know. And I love you.
Just come back. As he is the last to go into the bowl. What's the marching order as you go down the staircase?
I'll be in front with the shield.
I think Hadeon had said he was in
I'll be
first, so
behind
Me first, and then
Last.
okay.
Holding your hand.
Roll a
if you
d4 for me.
want.
Hadeon walks down with the arrogance of someone who is like, nothing can hurt me.
Oh,
3.
So thistle.
Listen,
I think that's
play
just
one.
Yanis.
I play one character.
As you fully slip beneath this plate, your head begins to hurt and your hands begin to hurt. You start to feel like you have a headache. And as you continue to descend these stairs, your hands begin to make motions like you're sewing. And your vision begins to blur, and you see yourself sewing feathers into a cloak. You see a pile of hundreds of black feathers, and you see a pile of dead birds. And you feel like you're crying as you sew, and your hands ache. But with every stitch, you feel more purposeful, but it does not get rid of the hurt.
There's it's not good vibes down here.
Who goes next? Hektor?
Yep.
Roll a d4 for me.
2.
You are on the walk down, and your throat begins to feel very sore. Like you have been screaming and yelling for hours. You hear words echoing around a stone hall. You see a coat hook at the end of this hall with a very familiar looking hat and jacket hanging on it. This room is empty, save for what you assume to be you, but not you. Kneeling down, and you're screaming in agony and anguish. You hear your voice. It's not yours. You told me you would keep him safe. You told me I could trust you. Trust him with you. What good is a god if they can't protect their heralds? As you collapse down to the ground, you feel your hair and the cuffs of your dress, your shirt, whatever it is you're wearing, begin to cover with water. And as you look up, it is stained black. As you cough, walking down these stairs. Who is next in line?
D4?
Yep.
3.
You feel wind whip from behind you, a brush of air as you feel your hands clench instinctively. You feel like you are holding on for dear life. They are gripped in front of you and you are being pulled backward. You swing one hand out and you realize you are holding onto a chain. And you feel a strong resistance on the other end of the chain. You look forward and you see that this chain ends in a hook and it is embedded in a young man's chest. And you are pulling this being towards you. You feel parts of you being torn away behind you. You feel your humanity gone. Anything you knew of love, anything you knew of empathy, gone. All you want is to make this person hurt as much as you hurt. And you pull with all of your might. And you realize you don't care if you have to let go and let yourself be pulled backward, but you will be damned if this person is not coming with you. You feel your nails dig into your hands. And as you come back to yourself, you see there is some blood on your palms, or what would be a spirit's equivalent of that.
My turn.
As your head,
Oh, do I need to roll?
there's only one left.
Oh, yeah.
As your head dips below the plate, you feel your hands instinctually move up to your hair to move it back, and you begin to braid it. You don't normally braid your hair. You feel your hands making the motions as you instinctively go to start clasping armor on you, and you realize you are looking in a mirror and you don't see yourself. You see a beautiful woman who's tall and strong with long, straight black hair. You see quite a strong, almost avian nose, hooked slightly. You see that her mouth is set in determination. You see unparalleled armor. You've never seen armor like this. Not even on the high priestess of your order. This material is beyond anything that mortals could craft. This woman looks resolute. She looks tired. She looks like she's going to go and do her job. As you see, as she takes a mask that sits next to her on a pedestal, made of that same obsidian glass and porcelain, and she places it on top of her face, covers her whole face, barring any of her actual expression, and preparing her for war. As you come out of it, as you all walk down the stairs. So here you go. You walk down to this place without your shadows. Place beyond where they can protect you, an acceptance that there will be danger, and you must face it for knowledge. Jesus, it keeps banging in here. It's all part of the ambiance. I paid extra for that. As you continue to go down, the stairs level out, and you find a cave that looks like it has been shaped or carved into a tunnel. You see that there were other tunnels once, but they are partially or fully collapsed. You hear the dripping of liquid, thick and viscous. You travel further down the tunnel, and it begins to open up into a wider cistern that seems to be quite long. You see in front of you, as you step through amidst these pools of ichor, fragments of wrought iron, bent and broken and misshapen. Your eyes draw up the walls as they seem to keep going, and they seem to kind of come to a point, and you see the remnants of what look to be roosts, places where birds could nest, but the scent of decay drops your eyes downward again. You see hundreds of ravens and crows, all dead, stabbed through with metal contraptions and instruments and broken metal feathers. You see some of them are pinned to the walls. Some of them are in piles on the floor. You hear, amidst the dripping and the silence and the sound of your own footsteps, ragged breathing at the end of the room. You continue your approach. Your eyes begin to adjust. There is such little light in the room, but you can just make out what looks to be a large throne. It's made of white marble, streaked with blood and black tar, like up from above. You see a large humanoid made of that oil slick substance, the tar, lying motionless at the foot of the throne. Atop the throne, you see a woman in broken and battered metal armor, dark black hair matted and a mess about her face. You see off to the side a pair of broken metal wings, missing many of their metal feathers. It's been mutilated. It's been torn apart. You see that same mask, Agatha, cracked in half, holding the two pieces in her hands. And you would notice a similar muted red glow, similar to the plinths above, coming from one of her eye sockets. And as she looks up towards all of you, barely an acknowledgement, hidden under the hair. So what? You will do Moros's bidding, but you will not even bow to the person who had to clean up his mess? And that's where we'll take our break. So, grab yourself a snack, grab yourself a beverage, and we'll see you soon for part 2. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Right?
A sin eater's job is far from an easy one. The afterlife is broken, fractured by old magic, ancient pride, and promises never meant to be kept. For the dead to move on, their sins must be consumed, taken into another, and carried away. Atop the hill, a Vagrius manor awaits, rooted in rot, dressed in ivy. The Evagrius family lies scattered across cold stone and silk sheets, each bound by the sin that shaped their life. For a sin eater, each death is a question, each ritual a choice. forgiveness, or damnation. Some rage against their fate, some beg, others, they welcome the silence, but none can pass on without the Sin Eater's hand. And the Sin Eater, they carry it all. Grief, regret, guilt, memory. The taste of what lingers. All in the pursuit of absolution.
I know that when I do pass along these notes, I will cease to be.
There comes a time in everyone's life where they must choose, weighing the options before them to help them carve a path ahead. These decisions are often fraught and complicated, especially when the allure of power sits just outside your grasp. What would you do if told that you were meant to change the world? Would you carry your title proud and strong? Would you eschew your role, shying away from your foretold purpose? And how do you do that if it means challenging everything you thought you knew about your morals, your heritage, and most of all, the way you love? With the great divine war just behind us, we find two mortals on the cusp of divinity, grappling with what it means to be truly human, deeply flawed beings in a deeply flawed world on the precipice of the unknown.
I'm Gina Susanna, and I'm playing Ever Halassian, and I'm not the Godkiller.
I'm Yanis Vessels, and I'm playing Rake, the Void in Flight, and I am not the Godkiller. Not yet.
This BlackwaterDnD podcast series is Balance. My name is M. Carlson, and once again, I'll be your god, or your game master. While this game is still a duet, we've decided to expand our horizons and broaden the universe of our cradle, and we'll be welcoming new voices to our table as beloved characters throughout the story. This tale takes us back, long before the end of the universe, to a time where we begin to explore and understand old divine wounds that run so very deep, and what happens when love is caught in the middle. So bring your talons, your incense, and your family secrets, because you're going to need it. Godkiller Balance, sponsored by Hero Forge and Moonbeam, comes soon to wherever pods are cast. Until then, heretics, be safe.
When the world is in trouble and you don't know what to do, gotta call Blackwater and they'll kick some ass for you. So pull up a chair because you're welcome at the table. Come watch us save the multiverse. So turn up the TV and come watch some D&D. Blackwater.
She stares at you, raggedly breathing in front. It seems like every word out is an effort. Yearn, you are standing kind of a bit closer to the back. You see the face of your wife. You'd recognize that her eye, though one of them is misshapen and glowing, the other is hers. It's her.
And she's seated in a chair, right?
Staring at you, all of you.
I think I would step forward and like lower down onto one knee to try to get. She's
Kind
like
of half on a chair,
yeah.
half falling off, basically barely able to hold herself up as she's kind of lifted her head. Her hair is over part of her face. It is matted, and you see she looks deeply injured, caked with blood. You see there are scars that you don't remember.
Yeah.
You see that her body has shifted and changed. You see very few remnants of the woman you once knew.
I just want to get like lower than where she is, and Vera, do you know me?
Vera died a long time ago. I'm what's left.
Me too.
Why do I know you?
I think we cared for each other very much a very long time ago.
Study you for a moment, and you see the smallest look of recognition. I don't think anything other than your eyes clock for her. And she holds your gaze.
You're hurt.
Many would say I deserve it.
I would see you well again.
You can't fix me. Because you didn't break me.
And I would still see you well again. If I could.
It's a nice sentiment. But I'm beyond anyone's help. So it should be. So now just here I sit. All that work. Those years and thousands and eons of work. And what good did it do me? I should have never have sewn that mantle. I should have just let the Ashbringer burn me too.
I don't know what happened, but I am so glad to see you.
Glad.
Yeah.
No one is glad to see me.
I am. Beyond words.
And you don't know what I've done.
I don't. But I would listen if you would tell me.
It's too much. Some of it was my fault, some of it wasn't. You see, like, the cogs slowly begin to click as she's desperately trying to take every ounce of her understanding to figure out how you place in her life, this current her. Why are you here?
I'm here for you.
No.
Yes.
I am your burden. I couldn't even fix that.
No. No, you're not a burden.
You died. You befriended the Godkiller. And you died. You let yourself get drawn in to someone who slew 30 or 40 gods. The right hand of the Ashbringer. Made this place worse and destroyed the world. He did. How could you let that happen? How could you leave me like that?
I don't know. I don't know anything about who I was before I came here, except that there is a part of me beyond memory that belongs to you. And I followed it every day to this point right now. And this is where I want to be.
No.
Yes.
No one. I was shunted here. Through here, down, deeper, and I crawled my way back. I crawled my way up and out. And they keep sending me back here. No matter how much I try, no matter what I do, good or bad, right or wrong, I end up here. I create, I destroy. I bring life, I kill, and I end up here every time. Nothing changes. Nothing gets fixed. If you are here for me, why are they here? Who are you? All of you.
They helped me get here, and they have their own journeys they're on. And I would part ways with them now to stay here with you.
No. I won't hurt you anymore. No. No. The world is ending. The cosmos is ending. Everything is going to break.
And I would be with you for the breaking. And I would wish to break together.
I can't be a part in that. I won't see you die again. I won't watch you die again. He killed you. Burned our lands and our fields. And my flock in front of me. Left your body at our home. And you called this man a friend. I won't see you die again. I am already broken.
I will stay. I will stay as long as it takes. And these folks may have questions for you. You can choose not to look at me if you wish, but I'll stay.
At the moment you begin to show care for her, it's like she can't parse it. You recognize so easily in her in this moment that it has been so long since someone has cared for her, looked after her. It is one thing to get people to do things for you. It is another thing to have someone willingly caretake for you. And you don't think anyone has been able to do that in a very long time. You can imagine that people tried. But it's been a very long time. And she can't look at you anymore because it's too much. And her eyes flit around, still close to you as her head begins to shift and move. You don't know who you are.
No, I do not. So, I don't know that I have any questions for you. Because I don't know who you are.
I am the person that picked up the pieces when your teacher died.
I can only surmise you're talking about Moros.
He never acted. He just observed. He did nothing. He left the world with nowhere to go.
He was, from what I can remember, an observer. But he was just a man.
And I am supposed to believe that you still think yourself just a man.
Yes. I'm here. I died.
Did he not leave you with the memory of who you are? What an insult to you. Where were you?
I don't know what you mean.
You are a god, Hektor. That shield, protection. You protected. It seems interesting that death and protection would walk hand in hand with each other.
I wasn't a god. I lived in a village. I traveled. I wasn't a god. I just went where I was needed.
How did you know where you were needed, Hektor? You heard them. You heard them. They called for you, begged for you like they did for all of us when they were in need.
And so I went.
And so came the worship. Did you ever see yourself getting stronger? More able to do the work that you wish to do to protect people?
Just came with practice. I am not a god. I may have been worshipped, but I was no god.
No wonder you have been forgotten like the rest, because you are a fool.
I don't appreciate that insinuation.
We both came from mortality, Hektor. It takes one to know one.
It seemed we both died and ended up here. So maybe we were mortal all along.
No. No. The second you picked up that shield, you were on your path. The second I sewed my mantle, I was on my path. There was work to be done. You saw it. You did it because you had to, because nobody else would do it like you could.
Where do you think divinity comes from? Do you think it's innate? Or do you think it's given? Bestowed?
It comes from need.
I think it comes from belief.
People need, so they believe.
Sometimes people hope, so they believe.
And maybe that is the difference between you and I. You get to save people while they were alive. I tended to them after they were dead.
I protected them as best I could. But in that protection, I hurt many. I'm no god.
No wonder you have been forgotten like the rest.
So you said.
The fire burned so hot.
That I remember.
Do you know it scorched their names?
What do you mean?
I tried. I tried everything to make sure that they would not be forgotten. That the gods who died at the Ashbringer's hand, I tried. But he burned them so far that their names were gone. Nobody remembers you, Hektor.
Nothing lasts forever.
No, it does not.
It was never about being remembered.
It was just about the work.
There's still work to be done.
Not for me. I have done enough.
There's always work to be done.
They've taken what was mine, what was my job, my role. It's gone. It has not been mine for millennia.
Then find a new job.
No. The one I found was not. I didn't have a choice in the matter. Not after so long in the prison where I was sent. Sometimes it just becomes all you know, so that is what you do.
Well, you're the god of pity.
Do not walk into my home and insult me.
Were you the god of pity?
No. After I was shunted away, I wasn't even a god at all anymore.
Welcome to the club.
You still have your divinity. I can see it. She reaches out to point towards the center of your chest. It's right there. Don't you see it shine?
So then perhaps I haven't been forgotten. Someone still believes. Somewhere out there.
Lucky you. Who are you?
I'm Agatha.
You don't have a burden like they do anymore.
Not exactly.
What is that like?
Somehow still very heartbreaking. Sometimes knowing too much is a burden in itself. And Agatha makes her way over And she places a hand on her hand.
At the touch, you see just like, again, that instance of being unable to parse that someone is unable to, or someone is trying to caretake for her.
Mm-hmm.
You see kind of the eye begin to glow slightly.
These are the same eyes I saw in those killers?
No, you would see the red kind of crystal eye begin to glow a little, and her mouth begins to shift and change, and you see her go from kind of tentative to, you see kind of this malice like move over her face. You were a priestess.
I was an augur.
I saw your god shatter.
That's very devastating to hear.
She broke and she fractured.
So did I.
I know. The people who hurt you used to call to me often. Whatever I had left, they seemed to enjoy. To avenge something, a betrayal of something, a jealousy of something. And they used that to their own aims. I just had to sit back and watch. Your goddess used to meddle.
Yeah.
Seeing things she shouldn't.
That's our gift.
That is your curse.
Gift curse. Tomato, tomato.
Why are you here?
I am here with my friends.
Friends. I don't have any of those. I had a son. But I lost him too.
I'm sorry.
I'm not. He lost his way. Followed some little doe-eyed thing off the path we had set. He was weak, and I made him great. Broken just like the rest of them. Everything that touches me breaks.
And how does it feel to reflect on that?
You don't like mirrors much. Neither do I.
So we have something in common.
But we are not the same. Why are you here?
I had nowhere else to go.
That's not true. Not entirely.
If you're referring to something from before now, I do not remember.
It's funny to hear someone say they don't remember, yet so clearly see that you cannot let go, or even acknowledge your care for the person that killed you, the reason you are here.
I know I was betrayed.
By your god, yes. The Lord of the Ninth seems to have his heart set on things a certain way, doesn't he? He was always touchy about that.
Can I roll to see if I recognize her?
Yeah.
It's just 1 plus.
I'll let you roll. It's 2d6. You don't have to roll a disadvantage at this point.
That's 11.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you're putting it together now. There's like a pull back to your deep memory as she touches on. Starts talking about things from your past. The cadre of gods that was present when you were alive included the Matron of Vengeance. This is who you see before you. A broken, battered shell of that being, but it is her.
How did you end up like this?
I was killed, in a sense. And then, in an attempt to save me, someone missed. Someone who should have known better. Missed. I was imprisoned for a very long time, and I clawed my way back and out, and no matter what I did, or where I went, or what I tried to do, I just kept falling back here. Or lower. Or worse.
The matron I remember wasn't broken.
A lot has happened since you died. Hadeon Kershal. That is your name.
It's not who I am anymore.
Must be nice.
You will be different too.
Every time I was sent back down here, parts of me were cut away, broken away. And this is all that is left. So no. I cannot. This is what's left. And there is not much time. You do not have much time.
What do you mean?
I was shunted down here for the last time, not long ago. They locked me here, those fools. I tried to stop them on my way, but they were already almost at Barrencliff. The steel are useless, so I got rid of them. Knave is a feckless whelp, and you see she stands up, and that body that is lying on the ground, that half-formed humanoid, she kicks it. And you see the head disconnect from the body, roll off to its side, white teeth bared, open, and a tongue lolls out of its mouth. She kind of slumps back down again. The empty god slumbers, and they are ready to awaken him and end it all. Do you not feel him here? Where do you think we are? What is this but not a nothing? This is not death. This is not life. This is a nothing. I have been trapped next to the empty god, around the empty god, in the domain of the empty god for a large portion of my existence, and I am tired. So go end it. Let them end it. I am done. Oblivion is coming.
Is that what the well light is? The empty god.
No. It is the door. To let them in.
You said you've gotten out. How?
I found weaknesses in the fabric of the weave and was strong enough to punch through them.
Could you help us do that now?
Do I look like I can do that now?
Hektor, maybe you could. If what she says is true and you still have some divinity, maybe you could get through, take us with you.
Perhaps.
You cannot cheat the weave.
You did.
No, I did not. Your god tried. Thought that he could imprison the empty god, dodge the twin-souled priest, outrun the true Godkiller. So short-sighted. If the weave had been right, I never would have had to step into this role to begin with. I would have had my home, and my husband, and my life. All I wanted was a small life. And instead I have this.
But you have him back.
I have a boat. It's very small compared to what you're perhaps used to.
Are you suggesting I leave with you?
Sure.
Sail with us. What do you have to lose?
You told me that you were broken every time they threw you back here.
Less and less of me. Yes.
Well, what remains?
She gestures around to the
No,
room.
of you. Does any of Vera remain?
I don't know.
You remember him?
You remember being her.
I lost those memories for a very long time. That I found a shard. And I got some back. That's all I have.
Love, I don't want to recreate what was, but there is nothing more that I would desire than to build something new with you here, however small, however diminished. That is enough for me. You, as you are just now, is enough for me.
But you must open the door. What is there left to do but open the door? You all need to open the door. That is why you came, is it not? To find the way there.
To the well light?
Yes.
If I go back, I have to remember. And I would rather not.
No, you don't understand. There is no going back. There is ending. You must end it.
Ourselves? What do we end?
This iteration of the universe is done. It has been dying for millennia. It is done.
Well, it seems like there's still work to be done. You said it yourself. You found a shard, remembered more. Perhaps there are more shards to be found.
But if we end everything, then it starts anew. And we will have another chance at something.
There will be time for that.
Can I see if that Would Hadeon have been around when Ashmedai realized that
The Godkiller prophecy?
and realized what it was and how he wanted to change it?
Don't look. No, don't
Because
look.
Ashmedai was one of the main people who like circumvented it, right?
Yes. So Ashmedai was above table, Ashmedai was part of the Last Light Crusade, and the big part of the Last Light Crusade was the Devoid Massacre, yes.
Would Hadeon have been around at a time where he would have known that the falseness and that it was created by Ashmedai in cahoots?
I mean, you can roll for that. There would be no knowledge if you're asking about, like, the fact that the universe repeats itself.
Yeah.
That has already been, as we already all know within our canon. You would have no knowledge of that. So I'm not going to even...
That's sort of what I was like, would he know that it comes back and that most people wouldn't?
No, nobody knows that. Yeah.
We got a something from Locke. We got a journey quest thing from Locke.
You did?
I would just like to remind the people who remember, if they remember what it was. Can I have a flashback memory of it? Where somebody closes their ears?
I was going to say, do you want everyone to be in a room where that happens?
No.
Okay, Tim, I need you to step away from the table, please. You can step out into the hall, please.
I feel like I need a flashback moment right now.
Yeah.
Don't listen. Close your ears.
Don't listen.
Keep going till you're outside.
So, Agatha, I think in this moment, you are pulled back to standing on the porch at Locke's, where he told you a god had fallen and a god must die at the well light.
And he must make a sacrifice.
He must make a sacrifice.
And it is Hektor. I believe he said Hektor. Or am I wrong?
He did say Hektor.
Yeah.
But I will also say, with your photographic memory, that could also potentially be an eidetic memory at this point. He said it required divinity.
Okay.
So I think you in this moment would recognize that there are two people in front of you that have some form of divinity.
Yeah.
But you can do with that information what you will.
Okay, great. Great. I think in this moment she's giving a lot of eye contact to these two. And she's looking at Hektor. She's looking at Vera, whose name is now...
You...
Don't know.
You would have heard, like, nobody has said the matron of vengeance out loud.
Yes.
But the iconography is ravens and death.
Yeah.
And the metal is the thing you would probably recognize the least.
Great.
Should we get Tim back in?
Yeah.
Tim, you can come on back!
Timmy!
Thank you for doing a flashback.
Absolutely.
Pertinent information.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go back. I'll go back down the stairs a couple more times.
I think Yearn will speak up and say, if you wanted to start again, would you come with us to the well light? And we could start again together.
Why do you want me to come with you?
Because if I was to start again, I would start again complete.
You don't even know your name, do you?
My name is less important than knowing you.
Why do you care for me so much? We have not seen each other in...
If I had a good reason, would that make a difference to you? If I convinced your brain, would that make a difference?
I don't know.
I don't know why. I don't know why I'm here to begin with. All I know is that you are the most important thing to me and the best parts of me.
I'm sorry that I am the best parts of you.
I'm not.
I also have a feeling that if I said no, you would not go. You would stay. All of you must go. So if it is to get you there, then all right.
You said that when the tin-souled priest ends it all, it starts again.
Yes. That is plain to see, is it not? It is a cycle. Does nobody else understand that or know that?
That is not what we were told. And opening the door to the well light, that's important for allowing them to restart it.
The Godkiller must kill the empty god.
And they can't get to them if the door is closed.
Yes, they are. And you see, she touches her eye. The crystal in her eye. And who heard the fighting on the stairwell down? Who heard the vision of the fighting? Was it?
I think it was me, yeah.
Yeah, you see it again, continuing to play out in front of you. And she kind of looks over at you. They are fighting for the ability to open it now.
Who are they fighting?
The ones who sealed the empty god in here. Ashmedai and Helena. They are doing what they are meant to do. Kill gods.
I would see Ashmedai die.
You don't have a hand in that now.
But I can have a hand in the starting again.
If that door is opened.
Will you take my hand? And we'll go together.
She looks down at her hands as almost a... I'm not going to make you roll an insight check here. You are so deeply attuned to the fact that she is not sure if she is worthy to touch your hand.
Please.
She gently reaches out.
And would like to very gently help her out of the chair.
Okay.
And we'll start making our way back to find her.
Okay.
As we walk, I would... Hadeon would like to pull Amissus, sort of... I guess I'll pull him aside. No one else can understand them, but... I was the one who was trying to prevent this.
Yes.
He lied to me.
Yes. He lies to everyone.
He wasn't supposed to lie to me.
No, he was the first. Lie. Everything in your relationship is predicated on lies. Your belief in them is what kept him going.
So I killed all those people for nothing. It ended anyways.
Yes.
It just...
prolonged the inevitable.
It was just worse until it ended.
Yes. The Devoid Massacre forced the people who were supposed to bring the universe to a close as a gift into 500 years of fear, of running, of killing and being killed simply because of who they are.
I don't... How did I end up like that?
Do you really want to know? This is the one kindness I can do, is ask you, because you have told me that you don't want to know. So I am asking you now, as the end draws near, as a kindness to you. Because I have those memories. Do you want to know?
If I want to atone, and I have the opportunity to atone, I should know what I'm atoning for.
Now you understand. Amissus walks towards you, and as you are walking side by side, it reaches out a hand and touches that scar. And you feel a searing pain through your body as you see yourself at about 10 years old, walking out of a temple of Nephthisiket. You realize that you have been living there for the better part of a year. You are alone. You have no parents attending you. You see one of the priestesses calls out to you and places some gold in your pocket. You recognize it's usually food that they give to you, but today it's gold. You run down the steps, go into the marketplace, trying to see what those gold will give you. It's a lot of coin for a young boy with nothing. No one will pay any mind to you. Nobody looks at an orphan. Nobody pays any attention. And you remember that moment feeling so powerless, so deeply unseen, abandoned. It's as if you take a half step out. And it's like you feel that there were many hands reaching out to you in that moment. One familiar one. Warm, comforting Nephthisiket. Another. Hot, burning Ashmedai. Amongst a couple of others. And it was as if Ashmedai just reached you first. And in that moment, you realized that if you believed hard enough, you would never have to feel this powerless ever again. And no one would ever overlook you. No one would ever forget who you were. Power for obedience. Power for subservience. Power for duty. As Amissus takes its hand off your scar.
The priestess who gave me the gold.
Yes.
She wasn't really a priestess of Nephthisicut, was she?
No. Why do you think she came for you in the end? She tried.
Why did they all want me?
They saw you had potential. And that you were ready to believe in something. You would have made a very good Eutocius. It's no wonder you and Andrade chased each other for years. More like brothers, friends in the end.
Do you only have my memories? Or do you know more?
They are all anchored to you. My vision is limited farther than that.
Would you do me one kindness before it all ends?
I can try.
Who are my parents?
Amissus stops walking. Reaches a hand out to you, and instead of placing it on the scar, which would inflict pain, and places it upon your shoulder. And for that, I'm going to turn it over to you. Who were your parents?
I think he has a vision of a basket being put at the door of the temple.
Mm-hmm.
And he sees a woman's face peering down.
Mm-hmm.
And he hears a voice, a man's voice. We have to go. And then his mother looks down and says, I know. And as she stands and turns to walk away, I think he sees a knife on her belt that he recognizes.
Amissus places or removes its hand from your shoulder. The change comes at around 14. Perhaps they felt if they inundated you with the presence of another god long enough. And it looks like it worked. But yet you have the scar anyway.
I would turn to the rest of the group. I would ask that you help me open the door. Make amends.
All right.
Okay.
Could you help us find the well-light?
Is this you asking the matron? You have moved your way up the stairs. It's slow. You are taking most of her weight. She can barely move.
If she would let me, I'd carry her.
Oh. I don't think she has it in her to protest. Are you princess carrying her up the stairs now?
Stairs? No, just a good old piggyback.
Okay.
Cute.
She, drapes herself over your body, and you feel her head kind of lean against, like down against yours, and lean into yours as you carry her up. And you walk your way back up. You broach the obsidian plate, and you hear her voice very, very quietly. I have not been above the plate in at least 5,000 years. Every way out was always somewhere else, not through the ink.
Well, today's the day. Got an old friend of yours waiting to see you.
And you can feel her face moving in confusion as she tries to parse out a friend who would have waited for her. As you broach the plate, one after another, your shadows coming back to you. I'm assuming this conversation would have happened once Amissus was connected to you. And as they reattach to you, you feel that fullness of your existence come back to you. They too unmoored without a now necessary part of their existence. Without you, they die. Without you, they are nothing but something else the ink has taken away. You continue to walk up and out, back down towards the ship, and as you get across the now empty lake bed, Odan hops down, kind of flutters down from a tree and lands on, I think it would be probably your shoulder, and looks back.
Yes, the mistress is out.
She looks tired.
She's very tired, but I can hobble you over to her if you want to see her.
Will she want to see me? I don't want to bother her.
I'm going to be completely honest with you. I don't think she wants to see anybody.
Odan, perhaps you could come bearing gifts.
A gift?
Reach in and I take the 3 shards that I have, or 4 shards.
Oh, that's nice of you.
He kind of
Something but a raven and a shiny thing.
He hops over from your shoulder over to Hektor, and he goes, and he kind of opens his beak, and he takes the 4 shards, and he waits till you walk up in line with Yearn, and he just kind of stands on your shoulder next to
You don't have to
Vera,
be so awkward
and just bows his head and puts the shards. And she looks up. Which one are you? I am.
This is Odan. And he has
Yes, mistress, I am Odan.
been very diligent. in
I
his service.
led them here. mistress. I have a gift for you. And he just kind of drops the 4 shards. And he just drops the 4 shards, and they kind of fall down. I think, Hektor, you would help catch them. And she kind of reaches her hand out, and she extends 2 fingers, and Odan hops on, and she gently brings him over and puts him on her shoulder. And you hear her say, "You are the last of my flock. None remain. I'm sorry. That is my fault." There's a pause, I think, as Odan truly understands what that means. that she killed his entire flock.
Yeah.
And he dips his head. He doesn't nuzzle into her right away, but he doesn't leave. As you all continue to walk to the boat. So, you make your way back up on the ship. And before going to the Raven's Nest, you see that Odan leaves Vera's shoulder, and he flies to each of your shadows. He whispers something to them. Quiet, so that you can't hear it. There is a marked change in the expression on each of their visages. Their body language goes tense, faces confused, but at the end ultimately understanding. And then he flies back to the mistress and truly settles in. What would you like to do?
Do we have a bearing, love?
We will need to first be lost. We will need to sail with no bearing, have no idea where we are, and the way will then call to us.
Perfect. And we set sail.
Okay.
And I'll leave the helm, once we're not going to hit the island, I'll leave the helm unattended. And Hektor, may I borrow Ash?
Yes, of
Excellent.
course.
Thank you. Just
Ash looks at you and is like,
We help our friends.
I don't have any friends.
Well, maybe you could make one.
He's very big. And Ash kind of flies over towards you and Big
Thank
Fella.
you so much. I'll need you to relay, but I appreciate that. Big fella, can I have you head down to the galley? Thank you so much. And
Big Fella nods and goes down.
Gather.
Only within, I can only go as far as 50 feet from you.
it's not that big a boat.
Okay, it's not that big a boat.
One of the things that is a small delight here is that nothing ever rots. And when I first got here, I didn't understand that I didn't need to eat. And so I've just had some things here for a while. And big fella comes up and he's just got some pots and pans. And I'll say, could Ash just give me a flame? Thank you. And
You love this.
Just a stove now. And you just see, Ash sits down and just off the top of his head, and he's just kind of sitting there smoldering.
He loves this.
He looks like a little huge
Ash,
candle.
Thank you so much. I'd love to crack an egg, and if he's into it, I'll toss it into his mouth.
Crack an egg. And he goes, okay. Yeah, so he'll I guess opens.
Is Odan like, oh my god?
Odan is a little sad that he doesn't get an egg. He gets a little bit upset about not getting eggs, but he understands that this is for something. But Odan, you see, is very jealous of the egg.
I'm in a great mood. I'm gonna toss him a little piece of uncooked bacon.
Odan is like
Maturin.
Odan has not had food maybe in 6,000 years. So, he's doing great.
Stoked.
He's so happy with his small piece of bacon.
And when we evolved, not too long ago, I acquired the skill of making breakfast. And I would like to make breakfast for my wife.
My wife.
Sean, I'm gonna die. That's so adorable.
Yearn.
Sweet. Yearn, whatever your real name
You're
is.
a wife guy, and I love that. We're on Chatwater about
Big-time wife
how Yearn is a big
Red
time
flag.
wife guy.
It is red flag.
Big time wife guy.
You gonna publicly cheat on your wife?
I mean, his wife is also a big red flag, so it's fine. More on that in Chatwater.
Two pieces of pod.
Yeah. So you make what do you make for her?
I'm making bacon and eggs and coffee, and I understand that toast.
Toast.
You know what? Yeah,
Is that a codependency?
a little bit of toast as well.
What toast?
You
It's
Preserves.
nothing special, but
you see that she she would probably have taken a place of solitude, not on the main deck. So if there was a place where she could be in a cabin, or she would have been like anywhere you put her down, that's where she is staying, as long as she doesn't have to be in front of everyone.
Well, she can be tucked off, but she's gonna watch her make breakfast.
To watch you make. Okay, so
I'm making breakfast.
you have
for
deposited
you.
her near the
Yeah.
kind of the galley, with Ash lighting flame, and she is like sitting at one of the tables.
And I understand that maybe conversation's not her strong suit, so I'll just hum her song as I make us breakfast. And when it's ready, one for you, one for me, and we'll sit and have breakfast together, I guess, while the boat gets lost.
You see, she kind of starts to pick up the food with her hands, and you see kind of like, you see scars where there was, look like if there was talons that would have come out, and she doesn't quite know how to consume this with these hands. She hasn't had to eat. Eating is for a god, eating is not a necessity. It is a small ritual. Nothing of sustenance for them is needed. Belief is what fuels them, not food. So she kind of picks up looks at the plate, and the plate looks too complicated, and the mug has a handle, and that looks grabbable. So she reaches out and it's warm. Is it always warm?
If you do it right.
What do I do with it?
I just like to hold it mostly. But you take a little sniff. You take a little sip. Then move.
It's hot.
Yeah. You can get a little blow too. And mostly just sort of sit.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
Perfect. And this is all you do.
I don't know what to do with that.
Oh, we'll get there. One step at a time. We'll start with coffee.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So we leave the two of you.
Up at the top.
We
Hector
fade to
would
black.
Look at Agatha and go, I miss breakfast.
Alright. What was your favorite breakfast? Do you have any memory of that?
I do. I quite enjoyed food.
Yeah?
A good meal. I think my favorite breakfast was I would get a fried egg and bacon or sausage, whatever was available. And you put that between two pieces of bread.
That sounds amazing.
It's absolutely delightful.
Yeah.
It's called a sandwich. Was that not a thing in your time?
No, everyone would sort of look at me sideways.
Oh no, they had those everywhere at my time.
It makes it very portable.
Yes.
I'm
They would put
so glad it caught on.
all sorts of things between the bread.
I really like just like a grilled tomato, a couple eggs, some beans, over rice.
I was a big pastry man. Strudels.
What's a strudel?
Like they wrap the apples in syrup in a
Ooh,
pastry,
syrup.
and then they bake it.
You ever put syrup on like meat, make sweet meat?
Ooh, sweet meat.
I've had a sweet
As
meat.
this is happening, I think it goes too.
As this is all happening, you see that the three of you kind of up together on the deck of the ship. Your three shadows are standing together, and they look to be conversing with each other.
Oh shit.
A glazed boar.
Oh, in syrup.
Yes, they would glaze it in honey,
Oh.
roasted on a spit.
My chefs used to make me whatever I wanted.
Well, la-di-da.
Quite the spit.
I didn't have chefs at home. I was.
You didn't have chefs?
No.
Well, no, we did. I never made my food.
So you had chefs?
I guess I had chefs.
You would have taken kitchen rotation every now and then.
Yeah, exactly.
I would cook on
But I was
the
never
road.
served my own
Oh,
food.
on the road. I had someone cooked on the road for me as well.
Partook in many feasts.
I never went on the road. This is my first kind of time on the road. She's looking over at her shadows.
Yeah, they are standing conspicuously close to each other, not looking at the three of you, and talking to each other.
Are they allowed to do that?
I didn't know that they could talk to each other.
Yes, that's concerning.
Should we interrupt?
Ash has always been a bit
I
of a
want-
schemer.
I'll go talk to Brahm. And Agatha approaches
No,
Brahm.
we should dress them down in front of each other.
No, I'm gonna go have a private conversation with my friend.
All you have to do is like walk away far enough. Brahm has to follow.
And that's what I do.
Okay. So you just
I tether him over.
You just hear Brahm go, and it, like, what?
Are you gonna tell me what that bird told you?
Look, Odan knows a lot, so we're supposed to help get you to the well light.
Okay, that's great. We're planning on going there.
Well, good, but I have to ask you something. Something you won't. He said that you may not wish to answer it, but you must for him to be able to help you get to the well light. And I have to ask because I will know if you are lying and he doesn't.
Who's he? Odan?
Yes.
Okay, but know that I remember why we're here.
I'm supposed to ask you if you were to start again, knowing what you know now and be a better version of yourself, what would you change? The well light, apparently, is about renewal, death and rebirth, things starting again, the end, a nothing and then a something. I don't know, he was talking very fast, and he's also a bird. So, this is what I've got for you, and you're supposed to answer this to me, and then I'm supposed to go tell him.
Okay. If I had the opportunity to start again, knowing what I know now, what would I change?
Yeah.
What in my power do I have to change?
What would you do differently in your life?
In my life or in my death?
In your life.
In my life?
Yes.
Not a whole lot different.
Okay.
I think that what happened to me happened because it had to get to this point.
You're probably not wrong.
But if I really could change one thing, I mean, I would be less trusting. And I would make my own dinner.
That's a pretty good answer.
Do you believe me?
Yeah.
But if I could restart this whole death thing, I don't think I would change it.
Thanks. We don't get more than one.
I know.
You got, as a shadow, you have one kick at the can to protect your spirit and do right by them. Or you turn into whatever we fought down at the beach.
Oh, is that what it is?
If you do wrong,
I'm really glad that you're not a gross monster. You're just a little bitch.
yeah, but so are you.
I know.
That's why they put us together, I think. I think that they're supposed to give you a shadow, not that you want, but that you need.
And I did need you.
Me too. I'll go tell Odan and then maybe we can, like...
Do you want me to encourage the others to go talk to their shadows?
Only if you want to.
I will.
Okay. So you see Brahm kind of slither off and go find Odan as you go back to the deck.
I encourage you both to go talk to your shadows. It's not scary.
All right. Take Shadow aside, or Ash aside.
Shadow.
Yes.
What were you talking about?
Sometimes shadows communicate.
You're picking now a time to be cagey and not to tell me what's on your mind.
Well, we have not had the best relationship. It has been brief and grating.
I would agree. Fiery.
I cannot be any other way.
I understand.
I am a manifestation of the way you died, and...
Some part of me.
Yes. And some part of the thing that killed you. She wasn't all right, you know.
What do you mean?
She was right about one thing. You are divine in nature.
Perhaps.
It will take you understanding that to complete this task.
I am what they made me.
And you see that, like, the stubbornness in Ash recognizes the stubbornness in you. It's a very, like, namaste of stubbornness between the two of you. And
I am not denying that I possess some divinity. What I am offering is that divinity was given in pieces and slivers from all those I interacted with.
it's not a matter of how you got it. It's just that you have it.
I recognize that I have it.
Good. Odan wanted us to ask you, because he needs it for his navigation, because we are, as shadows, able to know if you are lying. And he is not, because he is as he said, just a bird. If you could start again, knowing what you know now and be a better version of yourself, what would you change, if anything?
I would teach them to place their faith in each other.
Rather than you.
Yes.
That doesn't seem very fun. I like the adoration. That feels good.
I think it would have been better spent.
Well, just because you're not lying doesn't mean you're right.
I guess we'll never know.
And you see there's kind of like a little... This has been the first one of moments of camaraderie between the two of you. That I think Ash feels like he probably got you to understand something and that you were truthful with him and didn't yell at him. He doesn't like when you yell at him. So Ash goes off and talks to Odan. Yeah, and as you continue to sail into the nothingness.
How do we go find Amissus?
Amissus is never far. Like, Amissus is a quiet observer. And when you come to it, as we've seen so far, it's been sassy and confrontational, but is not actively avoiding you.
All right, everybody had to talk to their shadows, and their shadows have gone directly to talk to the crow.
It is
Raven.
a raven.
Yes, my apologies.
It's not me you have to apologize to.
You know, I have a thing about crows and ravens. All right. What do you need to know? What task has he given you?
Less of a task. It's interesting for me because I know almost everything about you. But I cannot predict your answer to this. Odan asked if I had already known it, and I said no.
That's because you know everything about me from before I fell through the well light.
Yes, I could probably very accurately answer how you would have
How I would have.
answered this before you died. What would you change? If you could start again, knowing what you know now and be a better version of yourself.
From the beginning.
From the beginning.
And I think Hadeon would like have the flashes of the memory of him in that market with all the hands reaching to him and feeling like he was not seen, and the memory he had of his wife seeing him, but not in a good way. And then he would remember the memory of the young man who he doesn't know dancing. And he would remember how that felt to be seen like that.
Yeah.
If I could do it all again, I would want to only be remembered by one person. For the good that I did and the way I made their life better. And I would look over at the wife guy teaching his weird wife to eat bacon.
He's been making breakfast for her. You've been at sea for days, and you make breakfast for her every morning, and she's getting the hang of it.
Pancakes.
Amissus would look at you. I'm not going to even tell you how far that answer was from what you would have said before, because I think you know. And it reaches over, taps on the necklace. It's a good start. I get less sassy when you do this.
When we open the well light,
Yes.
where do you go? If we cross through it, do you stay behind? Do you stop existing? Do you get to join us in this new beginning?
When the light truly hits us, we will be gone. I know this, they do not.
Can I take you with me?
No. Why would you want to?
I don't want to make the same mistakes again. I need someone who remembers what I did before to help me to not do it again.
It doesn't work like that. There will be nothing. You will be nothing, I will be nothing. There will be the empty and the nothing.
And then I will come back.
Perhaps you will have to find me again. Or what I was in life.
What were you in life?
I don't know.
You've been here your whole life.
We don't get anything else.
Well, then you won't know, but we have shadows where we come from. And there is a very specific time of day where you and your shadow are the same. And it's when you stand directly beneath the sun.
The sun.
It's like the well light.
How?
If I stand directly beneath it, maybe we could go through together. You just have to be close when we open it.
All right. All right.
Now go tell your raven.
That's real.
as it runs, as Amissus walks. You will have to walk part of the way because
No, I'm gonna make him get to the edge of
the
it.
edge of the 50
kind of
and
like
then
look back and
wait
be
for
like,
you
really?
to go. So rude. So yes, Amissus would kind of like look back at you before having to make the extra distance, needing your tether, his tether, to be a little further. As the days wear on, and I think you would have probably seen or heard that the others were spending a bit more time with their shadows. Vera does not have a shadow. Because she is not truly dead, but not truly alive either.
I think there's still a great deal of time that Vera needs to herself.
Most of the day.
It can't all be breakfast. And so...
She does start to really enjoy breakfast.
Nice.
And I think...
Every day. Little breakfast club over here watching.
I think she... If you were to try and make her other things, she really likes the bacon and eggs. She will eat the other things, but you see that she likes the bacon and eggs. And you see her strength start to come back to her after slowly, very slowly, after a few days. Big Fellow would kind of just be hanging back and really giving you your space. He wouldn't intrude. And you see that there is one morning where Vera comes down and you see that she has taken off the armor. And you see that she is, you see what used to be some sacks of some storage that were around that she has sewn into a dress. And you see that, like, her hair is kind of pulled back and she's, like, cleaner.
Sack dress. My favorite shape. I like a big sack.
And it looks like, and when she comes down, it's almost like she doesn't look like she's waiting for you to notice. It looks like she just got tired of the other armor and of being dirty in a place that was not dirty. She had resigned herself to the dark and the solitude. And she has decided, like, you must adapt a little bit. So she's decided to not wear the armor anymore. You see that there are extensive wounds and scars, and she has limited mobility, would be kind of with moving, and she often looks like she has pains in her back and shoulders.
She's just like me.
I think seeing the change, Yearn just beams. You know, they say the only light down here is the well light.
You say that to her?
Yeah.
I think so.
That's not true, because you're lighting this room up.
She doesn't know what to do with that.
Big
doesn't
fella
have to.
blushes.
Big fella's kind of standing in the doorway, just be like, what is my spirit doing? She kind of like, it's almost one of the first, like, you see kind of like the twinge of her face, as if she's trying to remember what smiling is. And she kind of sits down. My armor was broken.
Cool.
It was heavy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I ripped up your sacks.
Rip them all up. I love what you did with the place.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there more breakfast today?
Yeah. I want to share with Hektor. I think he's getting angry.
Does Hektor not get breakfast?
No, well,
He specified that he only made breakfast for him and his wife.
He did.
So we're all like,
For like 2 weeks, we
Wow.
just watched them eat all the food on the.
You don't
we're
have to eat.
spirits.
we
You
don't have to eat. I know, but it
We know you don't
looks
have
But I
good.
like to eat.
Yeah.
But also-
Hector likes to eat.
We know you don't have to eat, but you also partook every single time.
Yeah.
Look, here's the thing. But this is what sort of
No, it's fine.
This is what
It's
Yearn
a
is saying.
special-
He'd like to open it up to like.
No.
I think we sort of needed our space, and I don't know. I think it might be fun to have like everybody gather around the table.
You would see that if folks do decide to their way down, Vera is very hesitant to be in a place with so many people where she might have to speak to them.
Oh, no, Hadeon doesn't pick on it at all. He's like, oh, the food's ready.
And so she kind of just waits and is kind of standing with. She really knows how to do coffee. She's mastered a mug, so she just kind of sits with her mug.
Hadeon's like a little bit of yolk like running out of his mouth, and he's like, so where did you grow up? It's a small town where you guys met, right?
Yes.
You were farmers. What did you farm?
Agatha is trying to stop him.
Agatha actually had something really cool that she wanted to say.
I did?
Yeah.
And as this conversation goes on, you move back to the kitchen, and Big Fella comes up to you. Boss, I've been wanting to give you your space, but Odan tells me that you're the last one, and I need to ask you, so I've been waiting a couple days as long as I can, and now I need to ask you.
Speak freely.
Odan's asked us to speak with all of you because to get to the well light, you need to be able to look both forward and backward. If you could start again, knowing what you know now and be a better version of yourself, what would you change?
I am perhaps happier than I've ever been. And so I don't know if what I could change about the me that was, because here I am now. But I do know that if I could change one thing, I would have been kinder to you. I have treated you terribly, and I am sorry for that.
No, you haven't, boss. You've been direct and upfront with what you need and what you want me to do. I am part of who you are and how you feel, both now and in your life before. And I am also part of what killed you.
Then I suppose I would prefer that the me that was kinder to himself, so that I would be kinder to you.
Thank you. I wouldn't change anything. I have enjoyed sailing with you very much. Finder is a good ship.
A ship's nothing without the crew.
Thank you. It is very nice to see you happy.
I truly couldn't have done it without you.
I know. And I think Big Fella would reach out and kind of give you a clasp on the shoulder.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a big old hug. I'm gonna squeeze him.
You're gonna squeeze him.
Okay,
He
squeeze
squeeses you before hurting you.
Yeah.
So that's.
He can't hurt me. I'm a spirit.
That is true.
I understand the mechanics.
Can't hurt me with your love.
So you sail continually for days, many breakfasts, many evenings of quiet and solitude.
You know, I think there were other meals that you could eat, but I can't remember what they are.
No, it's just breakfast.
It's just, you know what? I could live off breakfast. It's okay.
There's brunch.
What the fuck is that?
Lunch.
Bigger brunch.
There are cycles of what should be wake and rest, light and dark, and they kind of all drone together with waves lapping on the shore or on the boat itself. Odan, for his part, stays quite steadfast. You offer him, other than that first day, you offer him more food, and he seems to be refreshed somehow, having his lady back and having returned to the Mantis. But he seems slightly resigned about the trip to the Well Light, as if he's feeling like he needs to make up on lost time, but knowing like there's not much time left. His fate already destined and designed, his role in the cosmos already written. It's been a while since you've seen any keys, with the Well Light not appearing to be any closer than it was before, but Odan's certain you are going in the right direction. Vera, for her part, if Odan looks to her, nods or shakes their head, and you reorient. You had been out on the seas for nothing, and then it was something. So finally, after what feels like an age, you see the well light suddenly appear much closer to you, focusing itself down on a column above a small sandbar. It couldn't be more than 100 feet in diameter, almost perfectly circular under the light itself. It dissipates into a haze as it reaches closer to the surface, with it's almost like a light behind a sheet or a screen. You can see that there is light there, but it is not open. Something is still barring the way. On the sandbar, as you see as you approach this with a boat, sits a large crank. A handle with gears attached to nothing but anchored in the sand. You sail up, moor your boat on the sandbar. What would you like to do?
Should we crank?
We should
should
crank
crank.
We should crank.
Okay, so you depart the boat. What's your marching order?
I should go first.
I'll go second.
I reckon I'm probably in the back with Vera.
Okay.
It'll be between them.
You're gonna
She
be between us?
Yeah, I'll be. Leave space for the well light.
Literally.
Hektor really a no wife guy kind of friend.
Got no time. No time.
Just a carpenter.
So
Got a protection and
before you start to hop off the boat, Vera looks at the four of you and finally kind of making eye contact with the three of you other than just looking at Yearn. You realize she also hasn't called you Yearn once through the whole time here. She hasn't used any other name, but she has not called you Yearn. I recognize that you came for me to help him, and then I have asked you to do more. So, thank you for letting me be here with you. And this is the last boon I can give. So I should, before time runs out. It's soon. And you see, she reaches under her dress, and you see her slightly pull something. and you see in her hand 4 feathers. About this long. They look like fledgling feathers. They don't look fully like they look like downy, like they have been starting to regrow. And she passes one to each of you.
Thank you.
And as you feel that in your hand, the equivalence of a beacon. So refresh anything you need to refresh.
Yeah.
Divinity is powerful like that, is it not?
Big fan.
Big fan.
Big fan.
This your wife, buddy. This.
You got a cool wife.
Thank you.
So
Don't publicly cheat on her.
Don't.
I mean, there is a very public story about what she did, but we can talk about that in Chatwater. So you hop off the boat, and the sand feels soft under your feet. You see that the shores kind of seem to, it seems to be, the tide seems to be going out at this point, but it doesn't seem to, there is no moonlight, just the light of the well, and it feels so strange to walk into light. It is not hot. It's not uncomfortable, but you have lived in monochromatic, the equivalent of low light or darkness for however long you've been here. Sometimes maybe just weeks, sometimes thousands of years. Vera squints her eyes a little bit. That's very bright. That is a lot.
I have a feeling it'll only get brighter as we open it.
Indeed.
Do you want to take shifts?
Guess or see how easy it is to open.
As you approach the crank, you see there is an engraving on it. It is in a language you do not first understand, but in some way all of you have been touched by divinity. Hadeon, divinity made you. Agatha, divinity broke you. Yearn, you loved divinity. And Hektor, love made you divine. The engraving reads, as you squint your eyes and try and focus on it, the sum of character is one's guardian divinity. What would you like to do?
Turn the crank.
Start cranking.
Okay.
And what?
Do you all place your hands on the crank at the same time, or do you one of you go first?
Is the handle big enough for us all to crank it?
It is a very, very large.
Let's crank together.
Collective crank.
Let's crank together.
Crank as a team. Finish as a team.
So,
It's hard to do.
as you place
light, too.
your hands on the crank and you begin to start to turn, you feel the sandbar rumble beneath your feet.
Oh.
All around you, the water begins to retreat and draw away rapidly as Finder begins to slip away.
Oh.
And then you see your hand still attached. You look around to try and see what's happening, and you start to see an outline of something impossibly large. A humanoid form. An absence of light in an already dark place, set against the monochrome of the ink. As the water draws back still, you see that you are on its chest. Incredibly small, the crank placed over where your hearts as mortals would be. This being is larger than more encompassing. It is everywhere and yet nowhere at all. Hadeon, you feel a scar under your left pectoral begin to burn. You feel sick to your stomach. A voice cuts through the rumbling It is so loud and it sits in your bones. You feel a wave of just nothingness ripple through you, taking away all pain, all feeling, everything good or bad or neutral in its existence. It is brief, but you can feel it. It is an absence of anything. You feel completely disconnected from everything that would have made you, at one point, mortal. You just feel nothing. Is it time? This voice.
It is.
Out to you. The door is still closed.
Can we open it?
Divinity has closed my prison. They fight above to unseal the first lock, but the true seal is down here. A failsafe made against Oblivion, not of my choosing. But they did not account for you and what you have become.
Can divinity open it?
Yes.
I would look to Vera. Shall we? There's work to be done.
I don't know what happens if I get rid of the last piece I have left.
I don't know either.
All right. I would say now, as your GM, if you have any questions for the empty god, now is your time. But if you choose to let it be nothing, let it be the nothing that it always wished it could be, that is also a very reasonable choice.
I think Yearn really just has one thing to say to Vera, which is, we'll find each other again. And again. And again.
I hope so.
I know it.
Thank you for coming back for me.
You're the best parts.
And she reaches out to take your hand. And places one hand on the crank.
Hadeon would look down at this god beneath him.
Mm-hmm.
If we are to start again, I ask that you let me keep Amissus, or at least a part of him.
I have no choice in the matter. I am not the one who will rewrite the weave.
But you do have a part to play.
I am the nothing. I am the canvas. I am not the paint or the painter.
Do you not give him the colors to paint with?
No. If it has been in this life, it will be again in the next.
The shadows, they are a part of you.
Yes. They are what happened when the river touched me by accident. The ink is what happened when Moros died. And two things that should have never touched did so briefly, and look at what happened. It was always supposed to end. It has to. All things must end.
Hadeon's gonna try something, and I don't think we'll ever know if it works or not. But he's going to lift his shirt, and where that scar is on the side of his ribs, he's gonna look at Amissus and he's gonna say, "Get in."
What? What?
Pour yourself into the scar. They exist. They will exist again.
All right. I am going to... I'm gonna have to roll for it. I can't just say that it happens. I have to roll for it.
I don't know.
I mean, you
Sounds like you're
can't-
the
I mean,
DM.
you're the-
Can
yeah,
kinda
you
do
can't-
it.
Yeah, and the GM says that I'm gonna roll for it.
All right, cool.
Okay, tight.
Cool.
I will roll this essentially as an attack roll. So I will add the karma dice to it.
I'll choose to fail.
Okay. A 5 and a 4. And another 5.
Oh, you're in
Pretty
there.
good.
That's a 14.
You're in there.
You feel
You're in there.
your scar open truly, and it burns with the fire of 1,000 suns. It almost knocks you over. But you think, as far as you can, that you have done as much as you could to protect Amissus. And the rest of the three of you would see Amissus collapse down and almost disappear under Hadeon's pant leg and is gone.
Put him in his pants. Yuck.
Do you do anything else here?
I think Agatha takes a moment and she just says, "Is there anyone I should avoid?"
There is a void at the heart of everything.
Guess I'm not getting my answer. She kind of looks at Brahm and she smiles.
Do you say, I guess I'm not getting my answer?
No. No, wait, yeah, she does. She does.
I think in that moment, you see, like, I think for a moment your eyes are searching for what would be a face here. And you catch one of the empty god's eyes. They are like deeper pools of the unfathomable, and you know they are eyes, but you could not pick out where they are, yet you know that this being is boring its gaze right into you. And I think there is a sense that comes over you that You understand in that moment the role that you had to play in the cosmos. That if it was always fated to happen this way, you did as much as you could. You did as much as you could to affect the change you could, while also fighting against destiny. Vera has her hand on the crank.
Hektor's there too.
Agatha joins. My little yellow hand.
You begin to start to try to turn it.
Oh, try.
And Hektor, how do you give up your divinity? Because that is what is required.
I would.
Or at least that's what you know intrinsically in this moment.
Yeah.
I would take my hands off for a second and grab my shield and like turn it sideways and break it over the crank.
Okay. Vera, seeing the start of your action, recognizes what you're doing. And you see her start to cry. Because she is searching and searching and searching for anything divine left in her. She feels like she's coming up empty. And you see her look towards Yearn. Oh, Anne, don't do that. That's very sad. No, I think that's what I have to do. She reaches over and she puts a hand on your face. I will find you in the next one. And you watch as she places a hand on her back, and you see her pull forward. It was as if a pair of small folded wings sits behind her, and she pulls them off of herself, jamming her hand forward into the crank, and she begins to turn. And her eyes leave you. You don't know if she recognizes you anymore. And you know in that moment that the most divine thing that could sit at the core of her was the fact that you came back. That you saw something that no one else could. That everyone chose to ignore, reject, and abandon. And you didn't. Anything that was left of her divinity was intrinsically tied to you. As she begins to push and turn, the crank moves and moves and moves. The empty god that you are standing upon its chest nods its head slowly. The crank is so hard to move at first, and then it begins to go. You push and you push and you push, and you hear that rumble start again from above as you see the tiniest pinprick of light emanate right down on top of you as it begins to open and open and open. The light becomes so bright. It is like you finally see. It's not as monochromatic down here. The sand has a rich brown. If there was the ocean, it would be a hint of blue. The sky dark. A night. Color was not absent here, it was just hidden. the well light begins to open, you look up as you hear a kukunk. It shakes the world around you as the empty god lays back down. And you hear something lowering as you see what looks to be a bench attached to some ropes and 2 pairs of legs dangling over the edge as it lowers down into the ink. And that is where we end it. Wow, team. We did it. We did it.
We did it.
We did.
So, I want to say a huge thank you to the wonderful folks over at Snowbright Studios. I want to say thank you to the folks at Bookwyrm Games. I want to say a huge thank you to my wonderful players. Thank you for sitting with me in the sad, especially this episode. I want to say a huge thank you to Chantel in the booth. We are going to go film a very brief chatwater after this episode. So if you want to hear more about Ink and you want to hear more about us at Blackwater, come on, head on over to patreon.com/BlackwaterDnD. We will find a bunch of goodies there. And next week, we will be back with a wonderful, much, much different one-shot, a much happier, much sillier little one-shot where we all play.
Something up next
We are going to cook something up next week. We will be playing Story Bake by Dan Walter. I'm very excited. There will be cookies and baking, and it will be our last episode before the Christmas break.
Wow.
I know, it's pretty incredible. So from all of us to all of you, wishing you fair winds and good weather on your travels and your sailing this week. And we love you a lot.
We love you.
Bye.
Good night, everybody. Bye.